guys have been adventuring in Toivoa, most recently down here near the central wall. As such, you guys went there for the business of transferring some herbs from a snowflake sparkle to one named Elisar, and got sidetracked doing a favor for some Wanti. You guys have made your way back across the desert towards the port where your ship is docked, and we're about to go through the door to meet the portmaster here. That's where we ended. Before you guys knock on the door, is there any preparation you guys would like to make?
Whenever you ask us that question, it makes me nervous.
It should.
Red alert, violence is coming.
Hide all the
I love the fact that it does, because sometimes it ends up in violence, sometimes it ends up in massive RP, and you guys
To
never
avoid
know
the
what's
violence.
coming.
Let's just be
That-
prepared to stab whoever opens the door.
That, like, with your die rolls in this group, I fear for your lives constantly.
What I can to keep
Snowflake Sparkle is there. We're like, oh fuck.
I do what I can to
By the
keep
way-
the initiative rolls at least 5 minutes after the session
Oh
begins.
yeah, I almost forgot. And then Ruzin makes the cloak of billowing billow before they enter the door.
I will automatically grant Jordan inspiration for the hat.
You deserve it.
Valid.
I am easily manipulated if you have not guessed that yet.
All right, I'm going to Party City this week.
Oh my god.
It is a
I would love it if
legitimate
this-
way to handle things.
If next week we just all
We
show
all
up with
dress
pirate
up.
hats. Yeah.
This
To
also
be
isn't
fair,
the only thing I have, but we'll see if the rest becomes relevant.
We'll see.
The
to
rest
be
becomes
perfectly
relevant.
fair, Jordan has dressed up for Halloween as a tiefling before.
Yeah.
That looks
Choice.
so cool.
Jordan is probably my most cosplaying player, so it's fun to see that sometimes. All right. So, any other preparations other than billowing that you guys would like to do?
There's a reason I bought that thing. You got a billow before.
Got no prep in mind over here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, there's lots of things I could do, but I
Anything
don't
go wrong
think-
here?
I don't think Bryn would feel
sad to be-
obliged to put set up haste before going to check out with the harbor master. That seems a bit excessive.
Wait, we
Alright.
do have the wagon, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you do have the wagon.
Okay, good. I'm like, we didn't leave that at the wall.
You did not.
Do we have any illicit items outside of the bag of holding?
I mean, Bryn's
Everyone
got
already lost their drugs, right?
the. No, Bryn very much did not lose his drugs.
Yeah,
Um,
what the heck's up with that?
I don't know how those got past the guards, but they did. So
Almost
racial
like they didn't
profiling right
care.
yeah, or they didn't take the bombs either. Like, this is the worst TSA checkpoint that we've ever seen in the universe.
Realize
I'm
you're
just
taking
happy
bombs
that all
out
of
of
my-
the city.
All of my no mustaches are still with me, so that's fine.
Should we all
Valuable.
put them on for when we go
I
through
still got I got 2 water skins left. We got, that's what we got. 2 water skins. Let's go.
I like that idea for Endland.
Oh,
But yeah, no, coin-
Winter Endland as gnomes.
Coin's definitely ready to
Just
just
the
like.
same
"I'll
no.
do."
Well, you have found your way here. You've been escorted up to about 100 feet of the door by the Wanti, the chameleons, and you make your way here. As you guys approach, the door is there. It does not automatically open. You guys want to handle it?
I go up and knock on it.
Okay. After a moment, a small section of the door slides open, and they look out at you in your desert garb, which you are all wearing according to last week. Names?
The way out. Coin?
The
Change
rest of your
maker.
names? The rest of your names, please.
Crystal.
Bryn Gemflower.
Rizid.
Isaac.
Dottie?
Very well. Yours? Pointing at the one person who hasn't spoken yet.
Glancing
So
at
me or
Saphira.
someone else?
That's Saphira.
I spoke. I think it was at the same time as someone else though. So Sophia.
Oh, okay. Really? Come in. Come in. The door opens wide. And there's two guards there looking at Saphira.
Do that on the way in?
Yeah, I don't know why this is such a surprise.
And there's a wanted poster right there.
Convinced them last time to
Oh, the guards at the wall were had the same confusion. I'm not. I'm not.
It's
the
a pretty
same person
common
as
name.
that.
Don't even acknowledge the wanted poster. Just stroll right past it like a boss.
Roll a persuade or deception check, please, Saphira.
Maybe a performance check. Confidence.
Oh man, when you need it, when you need it.
Let's go.
Oh, dear.
+2.
The one thing this character saves at is deciding to deceive about the wanted poster.
She does.
All right. Yeah, it makes sense. All right. Dice want to tell a story? We'll let them tell the story. So, they look at you and they're like, I guess it doesn't really look like you. Oh, well. And so they will put the wanted poster on the wall and let you guys through the office. They open the second door after closing the first and gesture to a changing room where you are to relinquish your desert clothing.
Fine with me.
Coin does it.
Yep.
Rizid changes out of their desert garb.
All right. They will take control of the wagon along with anything that's on the wagon that you guys leave there.
So about that deposit on the wagon.
Yes, sir. You wish
Yeah,
to
the money
have
I
your
put-
deposit returned. Yes. Here you go. And they will return your deposit.
Coin will pocket it. How much was it?
Yeah.
20, 30 gold?
30 gold.
30 gold. All right.
I don't believe there's anything on the wagon. I think we were just caking it back bare because we dropped off all the supplies. I mean, we might have like put some of our gear on it to just make it easier to walk back from the desert, but we're definitely not leaving anything on it.
Does Coin have his bag with his bucket?
Yeah, well, he took his own bucket out of the bag a little
Oh
while
no,
back.
Tati was on the wagon. We're leaving Tati behind.
Rude. So rude.
Damn.
People don't check the U-Haul. All right.
No away.
For the record, guys, whenever you check in a U-Haul, always check the back.
Good to know.
Never know what you might forget. All right. So
when we get back out of the changing room, I'm gonna ask them. So about that bounty, if I find that Saphira, what I turn her into?
why?
Well, you know, if she's so dangerous as to be worth 20,000, 25,000. You never really know with these things. Gold pieces. You know, she must be apprehended, right?
Yes, apparently. And they look at the wanted poster. It just says wanted in Ryport and has the description of the individual. It
Got it,
sounds
Ryport.
very like you, but the picture doesn't do you justice.
Oh, certainly not. She
Doesn't
has
have the cool hat.
way cooler scars and way cooler hair than I do. I could never do that.
Probably more dangerous too at 25,000 gold.
I mean, Look at me. Do you think I could hurt to fly? I'd never be worth a 30,000 gold bounty.
25,000 gold, I'm sure.
Well, you never know with these things.
It says 25,000 gold.
Agree to disagree. Anyway, I hope you have a brilliant day.
Oh my god.
Settle.
As he shows you the thing, you will see a name signed down at the bottom of it. And this poster that is here at the port is slightly different because of that signature. And the signature can be read as this name. And we'll go ahead and put that in chat for you. It is Aaron McCain.
Wait, that name's on the bottom of the wanted poster?
Yes.
I've seen that name before. Out of character.
Thomas McCain.
No comment.
No comment.
All right, anything else we've got here? Saphira, you want to take another crack at getting them to raise your bounty? I don't think they've quite caught on yet.
So long-term effort.
Ruze kind of goes up to
Not my bounty. Saphira's other Saphira's bounty.
Ruze kind of goes up to Coin and whispers them and says, we should probably talk about this McCain guy after we get on the ship.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, who?
Coin says not paying attention.
His name's under the bounty.
Why?
They
For the
put out the
record-
bounty for. Oh, I'm not even gonna
Wait,
talk about it
so-
more here.
Crystal's gonna take out the wanted poster she got from the wall. Is his name on that as well?
It is not.
Eric, is the ship within eye range, like seeing from here?
Within line of sight, yes.
Okay, Coin's attention has been kind of explicitly towards the ship, sort of doing that like,
Anyone dent this thing on the side?
from afar.
You will see that there is a large orc standing next to the ship. He is wearing full orcish armor. It is plate armor, completely metal. There are numerous spikes and like hooked sections of metal all over it. You can barely tell that he's an orc, except for the fact that his jaw is hanging out the bottom of his helmet.
Ruzid being next to Coin. Coin will kind of do a little gesture like,
You seeing this guy?
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that they're standing in front, like they're guarding our ship for us.
I think he's just admiring my work.
Your work? You didn't make the ship.
No, but I did. I made that.
and he points to like the nameplate, the painting of Changemaker on the side.
He's probably admiring it.
He's not looking at the ship at all. He's watching every single person that walks up or down the docks.
Okay. I think Coin, presuming that his attention is not explicitly on their ship, he will his attention turns back to like group in the poster and all that.
We might
Okay.
need some hot water here. We probably want to split soon.
Been trying to split for 3 minutes.
Well, let's just get the others and try to get out of here discreetly before things escalate.
What are you waiting for then? Let's go set sail.
Okay, assuming Saphir is a
Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. Thanks for the wagon. Glad it didn't break down or
course.
anything. You should really make a
course.
path on that desert. Just seems wasteful.
Unfortunately, the high winds and desert dangers prevent us from doing so. Come with me, or we will get your guard excused. And he goes out of the office with you guys in his clipboard.
As we're walking back, Coin's just like badgering. It's like,
Yeah, well, you make like a graveyard halfway. You can bury those bones. That's like one thing less thing to worry about, you know? You can make a path then.
just completely pointless, like just trying to give suggestions no one asked for.
Yeah, and he just yes, dears, all the way to the dock. As you guys approach, the very large orc in the full metal armor stands at attention. Okay, this is the crew of the Changemaker, figurehead of Skinny.
Got it right.
Yeah, ugly thing. You sure it's not secondhand? It's gross. Oh well,
Bryn
whatever.
immediately cast Fireball on him. I'm kidding. Let's get on.
It could
Not
be
next
third
to the
hand.
ship.
You know, it
Are
could be
you
third hand
sure
instead
you're
of second hand.
kidding? Because I do have docks if we want to go there.
Oh, actually, Bryn,
I don't feel like TPKing you guys tonight.
Bryn has actually unlearned Fireball since he never cast it.
So unfortunate right now.
Unsuccessful.
So
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Ruzid says back when they hear second, he says, well, it could have been third hand. Maybe, actually, you think it is third hand. Is it?
He looks at you concerned. Third hand.
Ruzid shrugs. I don't know, it looks kind of... It's been places.
And he doesn't even have a second hand. It's half bone. Okay? Just drop it.
Actually, it's like half armless now.
Yeah,
or
maybe
something.
maybe 1.5 hand.
True.
Indeed.
It's been a long day. Let's just get on.
Okay.
I loved all of you.
Please sign here that the ship appears to be intact as you left it. No alterations or anything has happened to your ship while you've been gone. Grushnag has been here the entire time in order to make sure that no one has infiltrated your ship. And he will. Here's your name, Grushnag.
That's good of you.
All right.
You hear a snort from within the metal armor, and it kind of has this metallic ring to it, as the orc does not like you guys. He's been standing out here in the sun guarding your damn ship.
And he's not getting a tip.
That sounds like
You want? I'm gonna sort of like lean behind Coin and just sort of try to whisper and ask him, before you sign saying that the ship is in the condition you left it in, do you want me to walk around, do a sweep, make sure it actually is?
Please.
Yeah, I'm imagining Coin's only seen one half of it because he hasn't done a walk around. So he'll give kind of a nod,
Like, let's just make a double check on that.
Is that, should I just roll, do I just roll a perception error because I do like a loop with the ship?
This would be an investigation check.
Ooh, then I shouldn't have volunteered.
Well, I
give you
also want to
guidance.
go on the ship and
Yeah.
see if anyone touched my stuff.
You'll give me guidance.
Yeah,
Crystal,
I'll give him. Yeah, I'm gonna give him guidance.
I'll
first
also
and
re-roll
foremost.
it, but okay. Hey,
Oh,
there you go.
Ooh, nice.
Guidance. So 21. Hey, it's a ship. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
yeah.
You make your way around the ship, and yeah, it looks intact. There's no damage to the ship as far as you can see. There might be a couple new muscles that have attached themselves to the hull of the ship itself, but nothing dangerous. And appears like Grushnag has done a good job of keeping people away from the ship.
I'll give
gives
Coin
him-
like thumbs up.
Coin gives him a thumbs up. The guy that guarded it.
Grushnag gives you a thumbs
Grushnag.
up, but when he does so, his gauntlet, the thumb of his gauntlet is actually hooked with a razor sharp claw on the end of his thumb.
Bryn does get out his money bag to tip Grushnag, but then realizes he only has 3 coppers in it, and that would be more offensive than just not tipping. So Bryn awkwardly puts his money bag back.
Grushnag has paid attention to you putting your money bag back.
Uh-oh.
I mean, for what it's worth, I don't think Isaac knows your guys' relationship with tipping or money yet, and just natural experience, we'll probably just tip the guy like 3 silver as he heads up.
Coin's
Grushnag
just
looks
walking
at
to the
it.
ship.
Change maker. And he walks
Got it
away.
right.
I get the impression. 3 silver was a guess. That's,
Buy a couple
That's what
drinks
you
of
paid him. You know, not now, but in the future, we'll have to deal with the consequences.
saying can I give an insight check to see if he paid it or that?
It's
He's
like you
not coming
deliver
back.
like
He accepts what he was given, and he walked away, just saying the name of your ship to lock it into memory.
I
It's
think
like
you
when you
got the
tip-
right impression anyway.
you like tip the pizza guy like $10 after he delivers like $500 worth of pizza.
We're gonna be like level 20
No,
having
but
a Grushnag.
Bridget,
In the back thing,
Zach,
it makes sailors
how
don't
often
make
do you order $500 worth of pizza?
Never. I just saw like some like video about like someone complaining about how they got screwed.
Okay. Okay. All right. Remember, your BBEG is someone completely different, Coin.
Fair enough.
Can we discuss
Doesn't mean
this?
that you can't have a side arc.
We're gonna
here.
have a vac. We're creating our own
Yeah,
vac.
can't make more BBEGs?
Yeah, vac part 2.
Individually.
Goblin.
Back the Goblin. Oh, don't
What
make
if
me
Vac-
bring back Vac.
What if vac was just like a last name and we have a whole like family of the vacs that are just coming to get us?
I feel like because Vac was technically nearby in the session, we almost TPK'd like session 1. So I feel like he wouldn't like he would just think we're all dead at this point. Yeah, that just gone.
For those of you who did not play in the last campaign had a recurring villain named Vac the Goblin. And he was this goblin that they could never kill, ever. The first time they spent, 7 rounds trying to hit him, he was level 1/4 and they couldn't hit the guy. The entire
Oh,
party.
yeah. It wasn't that we could never kill him. One time we would have killed them, except some of our members got all squishy about the idea. Didn't feel like it was gonna be nice.
I'm not trying to take it to court or anything, but I think if Wall hadn't joined the session, Vac wouldn't have made it to this one. That's all I'm saying.
The most
Needless to
controversial
say,
session
Vac
of
the
all time.
Goblin ended up being this super vengeful goblin that still has it out for the entire campaign group and will continue
Or-
to haunt them for the rest of time.
No, they said sorry.
That's why Tati's
Yes,
haunting
they said
is
sorry
just
under
FYI.
duress and lies. We found out about it.
Well, we weren't sorry, and we would have killed him in the marketplace in broad daylight if Gual hadn't been all fussy.
The last group was called the Jaggerbad Crew, and the last words of the last campaign were "Jaggerbad's bad," as we faded to black. So,
Let's hunt some
Back the
goblins.
Goblin still
Let's
exists.
on some
Anyway,
Oh my god.
Suddenly the train wreck goes on a goblin hunt.
yeah, maybe we'll have to see what happens with that. But no, Krishnag takes the 3 silver pieces he's been tipped, remembers your ship's name, and walks away. The harbor master looks at you guys. Very well. All business has been concluded. We strike your name as being leaving today, I assume, yes?
Yeah, I think we're headed out right now.
Please, dear God.
Was it that bad, Crystal?
Have a wonderful time. Be safe.
Not one for customs.
I guess it kind of sucks.
All right,
All
all
right.
aboard.
Just say
Everybody
somehow.
going aboard and headed out. No last preparations before leaving the central wall.
To be honest, I always thought you were talking about the desert trip being bad, not the customs.
Customs is much worse. Rather take the
I-
desert.
They have so many. Customs always has so many questions. Like, do you have any secret compartments? What are you carrying? Are you smuggling stuff?
Are these your drugs?
Do you have a secret compartment in the
Exactly.
secret compartment?
Exactly. So nosy. What is it? What business of it is theirs anyway? Business of theirs is it? Business theirs it? Whatever.
Business.
Why
of
do
it.
they need?
Yeah, they're super annoying.
Next time I'm
All right.
bringing my own
And-
wagon.
Let's set sail.
All right. So as you guys get ready to set sail, as we return to a lovely screen that you guys remember fondly and haven't seen in over a month,
So long.
True.
who's going to drive the ship?
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
Based off of the fact that we announced that last week you were arriving at noon,
Okay.
it would probably be about 3 o'clock in the afternoon before you get everything ready to go.
Makes sense.
All right.
So someone else wants to take it first. The light's getting in my eyes. I guess the sun's really bright here in the desert.
Crystal's gonna roll her eyes and walk over to the wheel.
All right. So, Crystal, let's go ahead and get you to roll your survival check to drive the ship away from port. Awesome.
Yay.
So, as you guys head out into the sea, you guys leave the central wall behind and heave a hearty sigh of relief as the fuzz is left in the distance.
Okay, now we can talk about that guy, Aaron the Cane, huh?
The weather right now, there's only 2 or 3 clouds, high 70s, but, a little bit of a breeze, just enough to keep you guys sailing.
I think we should probably figure out who the fuck they are.
Saphira, I feel like there's a lot more information involved with you that we should probably know as a crew.
I mean, do any of us know anything about Aaron the Cane? Does that ring a bell for anyone?
Nothing.
I think Coin's assuming Saphira might know something of Aaron, so he's looking at you.
Does it ring a bell for me? Never heard of him.
We should probably keep
Not unless
in-
it does to you. I mean, that's up to you. If it does, great. If not, no.
Then nope.
Well, it's probably worth our time trying to figure some more information out about this guy. If they're willing to put up 25,000 gold pieces to get one of us captured, they're probably not someone on our we're probably not on their good side.
The good news is if they're only willing to put up 25,000, then perhaps I'm not that much on their bad side.
Concern here.
Vera, do we need to talk more about your self-worth? Come on.
My self-worth?
Crystal's gonna
What do we
put
need to
up-
talk about? I'm worth quite a lot.
I get it, but let's just talk about Aaron, okay?
Oh, right.
Crystal's gonna put up the
that's
wanted
what I
poster in front of the wheel of Saphira, and she's gonna correct it to say 30,000 gold.
This is why I appreciate you, Crystal.
Crystal just nods.
Okay, well, really though, we should probably be out searching for some more information about them at our next stop.
Very true.
I feel like-
Are we sailing straight back to Emlyn Point?
I assume
I think so. Yeah, where else? I think we don't have anywhere else that we need to go.
Nowhere else on this map to hit.
Maybe once we get back to Endlin Point, we can do a little bit more thorough investigation.
Aren't you
can,
curious
but-
what's all up the coast?
I don't know.
What are you
What
interested in, Toddy?
Well, we got all these recipes for potions, and I'm wondering what we need to do to get the ingredients for them.
That's not a bad
Actually.
idea, but do you actually know stuff about the lay of the land? Like, we don't want to just go wandering up
course
the
not.
coast looking for stuff. I mean, what are the odds?
I don't want to do that.
It's been a little bit since we checked it, Eric, but I know Coin got a, I think, unlabeled map at some point. I don't know if there's any sort of detail, but if he can maybe look at it and infer, like if
Absolutely.
something,
We can absolutely let you do that. Let's go
like if
ahead
some
and-
area is more foresty or more barren or even remotely
Also-
populated.
What
Here
what
is
type
the
ingredients are we
area map that you guys had labeled a little bit of. There's another map that you guys have more blank space on if you want that one.
Alright.
So
I
here's
clicked-
the other map here. This is officially Coin's map.
Right.
So good.
It's so insightful.
Yeah, I couldn't get the click, but yeah, where you just clicked is roughly where we are, right? Kind of under Endland.
Right about here.
Okay.
And we have this whole coastline to us.
We could sort of hug the west end of the coast and just eyeball it. I'm looking at the map, but
if
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Just quickly looking at like the mana potion recipe and the advanced healing potions. What type of ingredients am I looking at? Like, is this things you can forage for, or is this things you have to like take off of ex-living creatures, or?
Most of
Yeah.
it is going to be herbs that are from different areas, but interestingly, Elisar is such a good alchemist that he has alternate resources where you can get replacement ingredients. So he'll have a mineral, an herb, and a animal that you can actually collect the different ingredients for.
Interesting. And fun.
I'm assuming if he has
It's like, go ahead.
if he has alternative ingredients, I would think they're at least relatively local to him, right? I know he's in the desert, but what's the viability that what we've learned of him is
Roll an
something
insight check.
that we could find? Yeah.
You know, Tati.
So based off of his office, Elisar has traveled most of the world.
It's a toss-up if we see anything on this coast.
You know, Tati. Yeah, I've started to come around to it. Maybe it could be fun to go on a sort of hunting trip or something. Reminds me of home.
We could get the mummy rot antidote. Wouldn't that be fun?
And practical.
Okay, maybe not that, but like, can you get actually
Definitely.
useful potions?
And we can all pet the mummy dog.
All of a sudden, I really want the mummy rot potion.
Recurring theme, we're just gonna drink mummy rot potions before every fight. It's like, good luck.
We go, yeah. We go wrong.
The potions of advantage and the mana potions are also very interesting looking. I don't think we've gotten to play with those before.
I mean, you said one of the possible ingredients was a creature, right? Or some parts of a creature, whatever. There's like a bunch of options.
So maybe as we go up the coast, we just, anchor. Maybe once or twice.
Wouldn't mind learning of a couple useful spots somewhere along the way, yeah?
You gonna make a new book? Coins fishing hotspots?
Oh, I already started that one, but I need more for it. That's the thing.
Ah, okay.
Continued research.
Expanded edition.
Yeah, I mean, I only have 2 pages, but I'll get there.
Knowing you, Coin, you would sell the 2 pages as a finished book, and then sell the next 2 as the expansion.
Were you not here when I tried, Art?
It's DLC.
I mean, yeah.
See, that's the model. You make the full thing, then you break it up in the 4
this
smaller
like a-
books.
Is this like a book as a service model? What is this?
You know what? That's a good connection there. All right, we don't have to go on the coast, but stop for fish.
Turns to
All right.
Crystal.
Got it?
What?
Do you even really need to stop for
She
fish?
got it.
Yeah.
To be clear,
Coin.
we're on Reston's coast, right? Not the other side?
Austria,
Yeah, Austria. Are we on Reston's coast?
at the moment,
Okay.
Okay.
following along, yeah. If you want to go somewhere else, that's up to the person driving the ship. Not like they didn't give you complete control over everything.
Crystal's
We trust you.
casually steer the ship.
That would also be hilarious.
You stop hearing waves, you've gone too far.
We're at Edlin Point. No, we're not. Different continent.
Coin will support the idea of looking for interesting stuff along the way, but he will also voice like,
Job's done. We got more stuff to do. Let's not get sidetracked if we don't find anything.
Yeah, Ruzid has to go visit his tattoo mentor.
Oh yeah.
How
Yeah,
are you
I mean,
on for assignments?
I mean, I think I need.
Who's that?
Well, who hasn't gotten a tattoo now? It's
Coin puts a finger up.
Ruzik kind of like is thinking for a second while Zach looks at his notes.
You'll notice that Coin visibly, openly kind of shows that he has not gotten one yet.
Nice.
You know
He's
that
just-
that purple dragon that got drawn on someone's hand? We should all get that as a tattoo.
Crew of the Changemaker.
Purple dragon.
Wait, why a purple
Like I
dragon?
think the curator gave it to Ruzid as a prize for solving all the puzzles. Because Ruzid was disappointed there was no actual prize, and so I think
You're
the
right.
curator should
Okay, I believe. Yeah, I don't think I've tattooed you, Tati, or Coin, for that matter.
Did you not give Tati one?
I haven't
Can
had
I
one
get,
yet.
like, get the tattoo?
Ah.
Like, does that work on you?
I don't know. Only one way to find out.
Unless
Would
he
Ruzid
knows.
need to wear like gloves while he does it?
I'll be fine. But anyways, I mean, what tattoos are you two thinking of getting? If I do want to make Tattooey happy, they did say they wanted me to tattoo. Well, each one of you, if it's 7 in total.
Getting a cloud somewhere. You know how to
What?
draw? Can you draw a cloud?
Ruzik looks at Coin for a moment and then blinks twice and is like,
Yeah, I can draw a cloud, Coin.
No, I meant like a hyper style. Like
Coin is pointing at the tattoos he has. It'll be like,
I got a mountain and I got a moon. Feel like a cloud somewhere would be kind of cool.
Oh, so like you're representing like, what do you want to represent with the cloud here? Is it stylized? like, what's
Roughly
the style?
speaking, it's symbolic of a cloud.
Thanks, Coin. Really helpful. I'll just draw whatever the fuck, and if you don't like it, that's your fault.
Coin's
You
cloud
watched
is
do
gonna
it
be
like
Ink Master,
I'm-
right?
You're gonna be like that, Roots. You can do it like on the bottom of my arm or something. So you're smelling my pit while you're drawing it. And also, I can hide it.
That's where I
Well,
see
if-
this episode of Ink Master.
If this is what it
That's
takes to make Tattooey happy, this is what it takes.
Ruzik's gonna like pull out their tattooing kit and say to Coin,
Well, do you actually want the tattoo now?
Coin will look around like,
I'm not doing anything.
he'll
Okay.
gesture at a few spots you can go on the side of his arm, somewhere on his torso, but he will actually give you kind of some flexibility on like,
Start wherever.
Okay, Ruzid is going to like. So wait, what were the suggested spots again that you said?
either an accent piece to his existing tattoos, so sort of over the mountains around the moon, right in the center of his torso. You could throw it somewhere at the upper end of his arm. I think the further you go from his existing tattoos, the more he will be confused. But
Ruzid will put the cloud over like the was it the moon and the what was the other thing?
sort of a line of mountains around
Yeah, the
his
moon and
lower
the
torso.
Just like the sky. He's gonna put it over those two.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just gonna start getting to work on the tattoo.
I don't know how much Ruzid knows of it, but you might be able to recall that Coin spends a lot of time drawing the skies himself at night. So if you've seen any of his landscapes, you might even have an idea that like how he sort of like draws them enveloping the moon or around it and all that. You might have some levels of inspiration and idea.
Hmm. Well, yeah, Ruse is gonna like draw the cloud in the. I mean, I'm pretty sure Ruse has seen these things. So he definitely criticizes Coin's maps all the time. So he's probably seen other stuff from Coin.
I bet.
So they're gonna try to kind of draw in that sort of style with the clouds above.
Yeah.
So I assume I have to do a sleight of hand check.
Yes, please.
Okay, with advantage. 18, not bad.
Awesome. You get a very nice tattoo of some clouds that match the other style of the mountains and moon. Looks
I know
like a
the-
unified piece.
I know, like, an actual cloud is such a like simple shape, but there's that like, it's actually sort of like that watercolor
Mhm.
spirally cloud. Like,
That's what I'm
Yeah.
envisioning as well.
he's not just saying just draw circles and be done. Like he's
No,
giving
Japanese stylized tattoo. Yeah.
Eastern water painting kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the cloud really complements the other tattoos pretty well. I'm kinda happy with how this came out.
Coin will like it too. Be like, I've always wanted to build up on this landscape, but just get busy.
Well, Taddy, you're the last one. Let me know when you feel like you want a tattoo. I'm kinda done for today, but I'm sure we'll have some time before we get to Endling Point.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
What are the rest of y'all doing while Coin gets a tattoo and Crystal's driving the ship?
I think when it gets to be a little bit later in the afternoon, we're gonna celebrate our successful museum heist. Bryn's gonna cook a big dinner for everybody. Because I've got plenty of food supplies in my inventory still, including giant produce from the marketplace. So, let's go nuts.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get you to roll a survival check, please.
Sure. We're gonna do the traditional enhance ability. Don't want to mess up the big feast. And then let's. So that's
Okay.
17.
With a 17, go ahead and add the chef feat to your character sheet.
Let's
It
go.
is done.
Hey.
Yo.
All right.
And you know how to do that, right?
Yep. I gotcha. Just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna subtract double the normal amount of food that I take out for
Okay.
the special occasion. All right.
That is
Huh?
your 7th cooking attempt. That is
Is it?
succeeded. Indeed.
Very fun.
It is a lot of fun to track these kinds of things and reward them through roleplay as
so
a
happy.
roleplay asset to the character.
So happy WotC added that feat to the game. So great for like when you want to give someone a fun roleplay feat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Feats. Manage feats. Chef.
Mhm.
Gonna add that. Choose Constitution or Wisdom. Constitution. Thank you very much. All right. Gotta love those sweet, sweet extra hit points.
Mm-hmm.
God knows I need
Yeah,
them.
you need them.
Damn.
Yeah, the +1 to con saves will be useful as well. All right, that's all from my end.
Okay. Isaac. Can I get a perception check from you specifically?
Sorry, gonna.
As always, I will re-roll if I don't like the result. For example,
All right.
I'll take
With a 19, Isaac, you don't see anything with the weather itself at the moment, but the ocean around you, the water should be clearer than it is. It has
Is it
been disturbed by
like-
something. Not by rain, but
like
Um,
greenish cloudy, or like just like dark.
It is a almost brown ocean at the moment.
Okay. I'm going to use on the
Brownish
off.
green. It looks like lake water almost.
So I can clear it for a 5-foot square at the surface of the water. I'm gonna treat it like a flashlight basically that takes 6 seconds to move around, but that I'm moving down through the water. I can cast shape water to. It says I can change the water's color or opacity. So I'm assuming that means I can make it go from murky to perfectly clear. And I'm going to be seeing if anything is like trying to use that cover to like latch onto the ship, or just if I'm getting any insight, if I'm seeing anything from that at all.
Okay. Your search of the edge of the ship using the transparent water trick is inconclusive. You don't find anything. There's nothing currently attacking the ship, but the water is this murky color as far as you can see.
Right.
It's not just around the ship.
If folks are just sort of, we're all just sort of like hanging out on deck, you'll have seen Isaac like kind of say to himself, he definitely doesn't. Like, a ship is a bad place to raise a false alarm. Not that there's a good place, but like he's really sensitive, like doing something like that. So he just to himself looks pretty intense, concerned as he like did a loop of the ship, and then we're all just hanging out with a sort of flag for everybody. Like, hey, I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, but there's the weather is fine overall, but this water, there's something off about the water conditions that we're in. This is just
conditions.
Water murkier and darker than I would expect.
Hey Eric, does
Officer.
Coin? Does he see in the water like
No,
no?
well, you can't see in the water because the water is very murky.
No, I mean theoretically, not right now. When he's underwater, does he have better vision than? Does he have some?
You would normally. It's like wearing goggles. If you were to go underwater, you would
Okay.
have goggle vision, as opposed to someone opening their eyes in salt water.
All right,
So
I think
yes, better, but not amazing.
I'll phrase it more like bluntly. Coin's thinking if I shove my head underwater right now, like based on what he sees on the surface, like is it even worth trying?
No, it's like sticking your head in a muddy bucket.
Okay. He'll be looking over to the side, be like, I don't know. Those fish are up to something.
Is it just around the ship, or is it
Hey.
like as far as we can see?
Are you gonna mark
All
this
the way
as a
to the
good spot?
horizon.
Does there look like there's a very like a darkest spot somewhere on the water?
No.
No. Okay.
You think it's a
No,
fishing
it
spot?
seems to be the entire area here, all the way. I'm assuming you're staying that mile away from the shore. Yes, Crystal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can actually see that the tops of the waves that are crashing on the shore over there, even they are tipped with a little bit of tan.
Gross.
Someone spilled the desert into the sea?
Told you. Told you didn't like that place.
Weird.
I'm gonna go down to the deck, grab a cup from the kitchen, and come back up. I use shape water to, it'll take a bit, 6 seconds or whatever, because I can move it slowly up, and put some of the murky, gross water in the cup and just like, I'm not gonna drink it, but I do want to like smell it. Does it smell familiar? Like, does it now that it's like very up close? I can squint at it. I can see it in the light. I can smell it. I can hear, maybe get a sense of the viscosity and the thickness of it. Like, if any familiarity from any of that?
It smells like salt water. A little bit of a funky scent to it. Almost like it's water off the bottom. If you let the water stand there for a couple minutes, the sand content of the water will separate and form a good 1/4 inch of sand at the bottom of the cup.
Okay. So, I don't know if I, as a player, am proficient in either insight or survival, but Isaac is, and so I'm hoping that what I can infer from that, actually, well, I'm hoping I'm wrong, is that something at the bottom has recently moved or shifted, or is moving along the bottom and picking up a lot of silt and dirt. Does that sound right?
That could be a reasonable expectation off of Isaac, yeah. Especially since you do see like little krill in the cup and little shrimps and little bacterial life all over in the cup. It's a very live cup of water.
Okay. So, follow-up question about Toivoan lore then. And by the way, as I'm asking it, Tati, yeah, bonus action, keeping the wind moving us forward as much as we can. But about Toivoan, like
Imagine the wrappings for Mummy Kraken. That would be awesome. Good.
Yeah.
are the notorious sea monsters in Toivoa similar to the ones we might expect in the Forgotten Realms? Big sea
Oh
serpent,
yes.
dragon, turtle.
Oh yeah.
all that
All of
kind of
those.
All the above.
All of those and more.
More, I'm sure, but I just kind of get a sense of what I might consider.
In fact, there's a couple from the Forgotten Realms that I have excluded because they
Okay.
are so Forgotten Realmsy. But I have added specialties
Not
for
have
myself.
stuff that are like famous that you want to mention now that like we know not to worry about whatever because it doesn't exist in Toivoa. That we
The
might expect.
Tarrasque does not exist in Toivoa, neither does the Aqua Tarrasque.
Aqua Tarrasque.
The Aqua Tarrasque.
It's
Does
a
that mean it's
thing.
literally aqua, or like what's the difference?
It literally is a water form creature that is basically the Tarrasque, but made out of a water elemental.
Yeesh.
It is,
Interesting.
yeah, it's essentially a living hurricane. It just comes up, swallows you, and goes away.
As opposed
It's
to
horrible.
most sea monsters, which which do
Yeah,
not.
I
yeah,
will let the
but the
my-
Tarrasque
my-
just eats the whole shit, and it's like, and you just gone.
Ugh.
One bite.
Less-
Delicious.
I'll let the group know what my suspicions are based on how much dirt from the bottom of the sea is moving up to the top, and say that if folks want to, yeah, I mean, if I don't hate Tati's instinct, if something is roaming around because it woke up or is looking for food, I'm okay getting the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, we're not in a hurry to get back. We could just pull over and dock for a couple days and chill out.
Dock where?
Depending on the I mean, some creatures will be going out to sea to feed, and some creatures will be going towards the shore to feed. I imagine that is a truism of the sea. So I have to imagine that applies to even big things here. So like that could be a good plan, but it also could be us.
It's a gamble because
Okay.
that thing could just camp our ship the second it sees we're not moving. I don't know how smart the thing down there is, but it's risky either way.
Yeah, you're right. If it's movement sensitive and we suddenly start moving a lot faster, that catches our attention, or it catches its attention towards us. That's a good point.
Well, regardless, we have its attention.
Oin is.
Maybe not.
I don't know if he can even perceive this well, but he's gonna go up to the crow's nest and try to ascertain if the mud is just right under us right now. Is it collected
It's
ahead
not.
of us as well?
No, it actually goes out as far as the eye can see, all the way to the horizon, all the way to the shore. You guys did not see this when you left the port, and for the first hour and a half or so from leaving the port, there was none of this near the port itself.
It's a lot of kicked up mud or something. I'm starting to feel like there's not just one thing down there, you know?
Well, it could be one big thing or a bunch of small things. We don't really know.
Well, if we're not sure, if we think that pulling over is a bad idea, and we think that speeding up is a bad idea, let's just keep going at sort of a regular pace and hope that we don't draw its ire.
We should be ready to speed at a moment's notice, but maybe avoid doing anything that'll tip its attention off. If it hasn't bumped us yet, so why risk
And
it?
if we need an extra burst of speed, I got something for that. So
All right.
it's David for when we need
Those
it.
fingers ready to snap then.
Oh, it's not fingers. It's a little token. Don't have a spell for it. It's just a little item.
I think maybe we also set some
Oh, you
extra
meant that's
watches.
metaphorically.
Extra watches tonight.
I'm just staring at you. He doesn't say anything. He's just staring at you.
Saphira will look totally oblivious to that.
I
Listening
think Isaac
to
with Saphira. If Saphira's hanging out ready to kick the wind up, Isaac will just do the same. We'll hang out. We'll talk about. I'll probably. He's polite. He's not prying, so he'll ask very non-probing and very general questions for your time at sea, Saphira, that you can answer in the vaguest possible terms if you'd like.
Okay.
any specific questions or just chatting in general.
Oh, I just meant just chatting in general. Just like that, Isaac is going to hang out with Saphira for a bit while we, as you guys are talking about, somebody should keep watch. And Saphira says he's going to post up and be ready to kick up the winds. Isaac will just sort of follow in line next to her. I am curious, like, when did you start sailing, Saphira? Have you been doing this since you were a kid?
Well, sort of since when I was a kid. That's a long story, but when I started doing it for real was shortly after I turned 18 and ran away to ran away to Ryport and ended up catching the eye of my old crew. Well, it wasn't my old crew yet, it became my crew, but joined their ship and I've been out on the sea ever since.
What draws you to a crew? Like the people, the type of work they're doing, the ship they're on?
Absolutely. I mean, I was just working as a waitress in a tavern, and they came in all fancy-like and rich, and with all these stories to tell about the high seas and about being pirates, and I just knew I wanted that for myself. I wanted to have all these epic tales, and so I tried to convince them to let me join them, and they didn't let me because they thought, I'm just a kid and, that I couldn't hack it. So I proved myself to them. I just found a place selling jewelry, stole a sapphire in broad daylight, and didn't stop running until I was on their ship.
He kind of, in a way of making a point of not asking the begged question about your name, just notes a sapphire, probably not a coincidence.
Oh, no, absolutely not a coincidence. That's how I chose my name.
Just sort of, he wanted to find a polite way to ask if it was a chosen name without actually asking. Got it. Okay. Sounds like that was a lot of fun. I mean, if you're going to prove yourself, sounds like a very fun and epic way to do so.
Exactly. How about you, Isaac? How long have you been sailing?
Pretty much just as I guess only started a few years before you did, like 14 or 15. But did a somewhat classic, at least in certain parts of the world. Emlyn Point being among them. Worked on the docks when you were a young kid because your family or your caretakers also worked on the docks. You're sort of helping out. You get very accustomed to it, and for a lot of kids, like 13 or 14 or 15, your parents are no longer able to keep you off of a boat, though they've probably been trying pretty hard for a few years to keep you safe on land. By the time you hit that age, you've snuck onto a boat at some point, or you've convinced somebody that you'd be a good with a net or something. Yeah. They're pretty young. You still have that
See.
sapphire?
Of course. Just gotta keep it safe, you know?
Sure. Do we
The
see?
ship
We're
lurches to the left for just a moment. As the ship lurches to the left for a moment, you guys look back at the steering wheel, finding Crystal looking over the side.
Oh shit! Crystal runs back to the ship, to the wheel.
Oh my god.
I felt safe there for a second. And then she grabbed the wheel again.
Not me this time.
So, as the sun begins to get low, do you guys want to set up watches, or are you guys just going to go to bed?
I think extra watches tonight. I think at least 3 people up at all times.
I think we should just all go to bed.
Coin will. He's like, I'll take a second watch unless, you know, we need the energy for first.
Yes, I think I'll take a watch after the sun's fully set. So, second watch, I suppose, maybe third.
I think it might be reasonable to have just 2 watches tonight. Because
Second watch squad.
Tati can meditate rather than sleep. And if the rest of us sleep in groups of 3.
I think
So
that
I'll-
sounds
As long as we.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know, but I'll be on third.
I'm indifferent. Just put me on the watch.
Bryn's gonna go to sleep. Try and sleep early, and then catch second watch with Saphira.
Crystal's leaning on the wheel like this, and she's like she'll just stay there.
I think Coin will take first watch, seeing that there will be 2 on second.
Isaac will probably actually join Tati. I think Isaac is a very I think Isaac rises at dawn or just before it, and is a very early morning, watching the sun rise over the sea type of guy. So I think he'll hang out with them for third watch.
So, everyone else going to go to bed as the first watch gets set up?
Sounds like
All
it.
right. Can I get y'all on the first watch to go ahead and roll your perception check? Ooh,
Yep,
that's
that's muddy.
1 and 2. Okay. So Coin and Crystal.
Ruse
and
is on
Crystal?
first, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, one of us is not leaving alive if you leave us
Nah.
together.
None of us is not leaving. That's the end.
Oh,
You looking at the ground?
Yeah, Ruse's perception check. About that. He might be busy doing something else. What would
Trying to
Ruse
tattoo
be
himself?
busy doing?
They're probably just practicing tattoo designs. Honestly, it's like what they were doing
Flash?
before, where they were
Okay.
sketching stuff in the air with prestidigitation. They're like, that looks good, and then try something else.
So, cool. That is called designing Flash, as if you want to actually have the lingo of tattoo design. So, as you do that, Crystal, you and Coin look out over the sea tonight. The moon is half full and is shining across the ocean. There's
Not bad.
2 or 3 clouds. It's not bad. It does start to get a little bit chilly, though. As it does so, you guys, especially Crystal, you're going to get the scent of dead and rotten fish rising from the ocean itself.
Ugh.
What?
Is that you, Coin?
Excuse me?
Out of pocket.
Would you like a
Colonel-
flashlight for that shade?
Colonel sniff himself.
No?
Do you smell that?
She looks at Ruzid like,
What? Sorry, what?
He's oblivious to this.
she's like now holding her nose and like driving the wheels. Like,
What is that?
What is what?
Rations went bad underboard or something.
Coin's like turning to Ruzid too, kind of shrugging, like,
I don't know.
It doesn't sound so bad down here. Wait, and Ruzik kind of like climbs up a little bit because they were actually drawing under deck, and then
Alright.
they heard them. And they
Roll
climb.
another perception check.
Oh god, Pitney's not back, is she? Did you check the room?
Ruzin, you do not smell it below decks, but above deck, now that you come up, you can actually smell that dead fish smell.
Yeah, it smells like dead fish up here, but not down there. It's not rotting food.
Coin will probably focus his attention over to the water again, going
Sure.
closer to
Roll
it.
another perception check. Yeah, you can smell it. It was a DC 13 to be able to smell this, so
I
yeah.
wonder if the water's like poisonous in some way, or poison.
You don't see any dead fish, you just smell that scent.
Something's not... That doesn't seem right. Doesn't just happen naturally.
I hope not.
Is there anything in the water?
Coin will look. I'm assuming he doesn't see motions or ripples or anything.
No, nothing. Just the water going by.
I've been...
It's a dark night. The moon's half lit. Not a whole lot of light out there.
I see more of the moon's reflection than I do the water, but I don't see anything down there.
Well, I guess we'll just gotta keep an eye out then.
is anyone sleeping on deck?
I am meditating near Skinny.
Would Tati smell it in her
Can you
meditation?
roll a perception check with disadvantage, please?
Me?
Yes, please. No. Tati is immersed in her meditation.
Very focused. Inwardly, not outwardly.
It's strange, but I don't think there's much we can do about it. I mean, what? I think we just gotta get out of here as fast as we can. As best we can do.
For the record, my personal smell is what kept my ancestors from being eaten alive, so I don't think it's fair to bring that into it.
Crystal's still holding her nose.
Still saved your ancestors? What does that even mean?
To be honest, Coin, I'm pretty sure if there was a
Grand.
sea monster, it would still eat you. Let's just be realistic.
Because nothing wants to eat a grung that smells bad and is poisonous.
It just sounds like you smell so bad it like punched your great grandmother in the face.
Some
Coin
catfish
might
in
be
my local
exaggerating.
lake who would totally eat coin. All right. Well, you guys spend 4 hours assaulted by this horrible stench before it comes time to be the next group's watch. Who do you guys want to wake up?
Second watch was Saphira and Bryn. So
Okay.
Coin will make the rounds to wake them up.
All right, Saphira and Bryn, can I get your
yeah.
perception checks, please?
Sure.
Awesome. You guys do not smell anything. However, Crystal, Coin, and Ruzin, what are your passive perceptions on the left-hand side of your character sheet?
12.
Okay. You will be able to sleep okay.
You said passive perception.
Yes, on the left-hand side below the saves.
15. Or
15.
yeah, 15.
Coin, you are going to smell this dead fish scent all the way to bed. And Crystal?
Crystal has a 17.
Yep. You will smell this all the way to bed as well. It's stuck in your sinuses.
Crystal's gonna plug her nose and run from the wheel as soon as she sees Saphira coming up the stairs.
Okay.
I don't
The
smell
ship
that,
lurches.
right? Oh, and I got this, and I'll grab the wheel.
Roll a survival check, please.
As Saphira grabs the wheel, I'd like to give Saphira enhanced ability for
Okay.
the next hour, specifically advantage on wisdom checks, because God knows we need it.
True.
Thank goodness.
Oh.
Isn't it great to have a bard? All right. So, yeah, you guys, the other two of you will go to sleep. Ish. You guys are going to have a hard time staying asleep through this smell.
Point thinks about like, oh, I'll put a rope on the bucket, fill it with water, and then sleep in. Oh, it's just gonna smell even worse. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Saphira and Bryn, you see nothing, you hear nothing, you smell nothing during your entire shift.
I'm fine with that.
Like Bren. Is it just me, or does the moon look extra bright tonight?
It's so beautiful. I'm so glad there's no giant sea creatures sneaking up on us.
Me too.
Don't do the Jaws.
Right.
No.
Love the paranoia.
You don't like Jaws?
Oh no, I love Jaws. It's actually my favorite movie.
I love Jaws when I'm
Really?
not in the movie.
Correct.
Oh no, that's way worse than Jaws. No. I'm gonna think about that for the next 3 hours.
All right. So, you guys spend your entire shift completely oblivious to everything around you. It takes 4 hours of continued sailing in the correct direction, staying the correct distance from shore, which you're able to see with the light of the moon. What would you guys like to do during your shift, if anything?
Bryn's probably pretty focused on trying to. Well, that's a good question. What does Bryn do that is appropriate for a 4 perception check? Bryn probably gets distracted cleaning up the remains of the feast, and as part of the chef feat, as part of a long rest or spending an hour of work, Bryn's gonna package up 3 little goodie bags with like leftover pastries, which are worth 3 temporary hit points each. So Bryn's probably doing that, and that's why he's not paying attention.
Cool. And Saphira is driving the boat.
And just think about why no one thought the mummy dog was cute.
All right. So, as your shift ends, can I get your passive perceptions, please?
I don't remember if I have. It's gonna be less than 15.
Should be on the left-hand side below the saves.
Yeah, it's just 11.
Okay, 11. And what was your Saphira?
8.
8 is your passive perception? Awesome.
8 is my passive perception.
You need glasses?
Sweet.
I have glasses right here.
Fair enough.
All right. So, who are you guys waking up for the third shift?
Well, Isaac wanted third shift, and I don't know if Tati. I think the first watch had like 4 people on it.
You don't
I think
even have
Tati's.
to wake her up.
Yeah, Tati's awake.
getting up.
Yeah, so I think it's Tati and Isaac are on third shift.
Tati,
Isaac.
what is your passive perception score?
Well, as I come out of my trance and draw a mask over my face, my perception score, passive
Before
perception
that.
score. Yep. Before the mask,
Yes, please.
passive perception's just 10.
Okay, cool. Then you go ahead and put your mask on. You have gotten a long rest.
Cool. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Isaac, you are up. Can
Yeah,
I
he was
get your
sleeping.
passive perception score?
You can't. Does it matter that he was sleeping below deck today and not on the deck?
It does not matter.
Okay. Yeah, his passive perception's high. It's 19.
Okay, you gain 1 level of exhaustion as you did not sleep last night due to the stench of fish.
I gained the level of exhaustion. I don't like save against
Yep,
it.
because you did not get a restful night's sleep. So you
Yeah.
get your spells back and everything, but go ahead and hit the long rest button, and then after doing that, gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, dope. I always thought it was the first. I'll take it. Thank you.
All right. So, everyone else who has a passive perception of 13 or higher will need to do the same. Go ahead and hit the long rest button. And then after doing so and confirming it, go ahead and add a level of exhaustion to your character sheet.
Just built Ruse it right. Passive perception of 12. Just perfect.
Because you guys are assaulted by this stench all night.
Is adding exhaustion a specific menu on D&D
Yeah,
Beyond?
how to-
Yeah, it's a condition up to the top right hand side.
Gotcha. Thanks.
And it will automatically alter your statistics as necessary.
So all right, morning, Tati. This is like he. I know he smelled it downstairs, but like when he walks up, like it like hits him, like when you're like walking into something very hot, like it hits him like a wave when he's like, oh God, this is terrible. Good morning.
Is there any sign of like dead things floating past us?
Not see any objects in the water.
So should you sail or should I? Never mind, I got it.
You seem to enjoy it, so
Don't you enjoy sailing, Isaac?
I love it.
Usually you do look a little more about it than you do this morning.
Yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep, so I mean I do love to sail, but if you feel rested, then you should probably take. I can help out if I can give her if I can give her the help action.
Okay.
Can you teach me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. I want a lesson from Isaac this morning.
All right. This isn't something Damon can vamp on at all, but Isaac has proficiency in fucking all of it: water vehicles, navigators, tools, survival. He's gonna. So he looks out for what he feels the wind for.
This boating, Damon.
Sorry.
I thought boating was one of your things.
No, I studied Navy technology. I'm very familiar with like the military side of boating because I got paid to do naval research for a bit, but I don't. Me at sea, I don't know what the fuck. Like, I figured out port and starboard like embarrassingly recently. Obviously not, before I got paid to know port and starboard, but like pretty much then was when I was like, oh, I just figured this out. No, I can't vamp on it, but like I imagine it would be very cool for somebody who can also adjust the wind to be like, see why this feels worse when like the wind goes this direction and why this feels much better. Like I imagine that would be a cool thing.
It's way heavier when it's going the other direction.
Yeah, and then if you're in, and then you can be like, and if the wind is like this and you don't have somebody like me on, or you can just flip a switch, then you adjust the sails this way to kind of work with it and adjust the rudder this way and stuff like that.
Oh, there was a switch for that. I thought we had to get like everybody to swing the boom across the boat, and like, there's just a switch over here. I didn't realize. It's like next to the blinker.
It's next to the blinker. Yeah, it's where we
Next
all the
to the
great.
blinker.
Yeah.
Huh. I've not been signaling this whole time.
That seems on
To be
brand.
fair, that is totally a character for Crystal. It does fit the stereotype.
You're just cutting people off left and right.
Honk, honk.
All this road
Corvette.
is my road.
So yeah, I think we'll do his best to give like a 101.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So, go ahead and Tati, can I get you to roll a survival check with advantage? I'm glad it's with advantage.
I bet everyone else is too.
Uh-huh.
You learn a lesson in sailing.
Yay.
Cool. We are getting closer to your proficiency being added. By the way, I should have asked, what mask did you put on?
I put on the one with the spiral,
Okay,
the golden ratio one.
very cool. All right. So, as you guys sail along for 4 hours, that smell does not go away. It is pungent, it is foul, it makes your eyes water, and just a bad morning. It's icky. It's now in your clothes, it's in your sinuses. You will sweat, and it's going to be in your sweat. It's bad. The rest of you will wake up at about dawn, unless someone wants to sleep in. Question mark?
I don't think I could if I wanted.
Okay. Coin, did you sleep in your bucket with water?
Not with water. He will. At some point, he goes to his quarters. It's still smelly. He goes up to the crow's nest, and he'll put the bucket upside down over him. Best I could do.
It is moderately better, but yeah, from under the bucket you can still smell it.
Yeah.
So,
No sleeping in.
good. He's going to
No
sleep in an
sleeping in.
upside down bucket.
Yep. And he'll come down at the morning whenever everyone's getting
Cool.
active.
So, it gets to be about 7 o'clock. The sun has risen in the east. Guys are free to wake up. What would you guys like to do? The
Very
water
quickly.
is still brown. It now has a slight tinge of yellow to it.
I'm just
Kind
gonna
of
do a very
jaundice color.
like transparency check again. Like I'm just gonna do a quick sweep, make sure like nothing is like clinging to the boat or attaching itself to the boat as undercover. We're all good there.
Okay. Yep, all good as far as
how-
that goes.
How
You go and
many
get another
days?
sample of water? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. How many? Just real quick. How many days approximately did it take us to get from Endland Point to the central wall by ship?
2 full days.
Okay, so that's not terrible if we just have to put up with this for another day and a half of sailing.
Crystal's kind of wailing.
Yeah.
Crystal, I got
Crystal,
it.
as
Okay.
your tear runs down your face, it gives you a slight chemical burn going down your
Ew.
face.
God, what is this pollution in Toivoa?
All right. Isaac, do you take another water sample?
Yeah, just I dump out the other cup, try and
Okay.
see what the like yellow is.
Bryn would like to attempt to give the help action on this. I'm not sure what he's looking for, but Bryn has proficiency in investigation, so maybe he can help point stuff out that might be interesting or noteworthy.
We probably have different skill sets, so we could each do our own. If that.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Okay,
doing
so-
the classic nature is what is the name of this mushroom, and survival is will this mushroom kill me, and I'm much more looking for the latter of just trying to figure out not necessarily what the yellow substance is, but is it toxic, is it dangerous, is it bad to get it on you, Eric, do I know anything like that? Is it familiar?
Roll a medicine, survival would be good for this.
Yeah, I don't know if Bryn is qualified to make his own check, which is why I wanted to offer a help action rather than...
I'm cool with Bryn doing a separate check under medicine.
For medicine?
Coin will as well, depending on the efficiency of theirs.
All right. Isaac, do you have advantage on that, Isaac?
No, in fact, I have disadvantage because of exhaustion, so I'm at a 17.
Okay, 17. As you bring the water sample on board, it is that jaundice yellow with a bit of tan to it. Looks horrible. This is not a pleasant color for water at all. As it comes on board, are you using your hands or using shape water to bring it on board?
Oh, I'm not touching it. Exclusively shape water. It'll take longer because it's a slow. Shape water is a slow movement than I last understood it to be, but so it'll take a bit. But no, I'm not touching it.
Okay, cool. So it comes on board and goes into a glass. You look at it; it appears to be pretty dang nasty, especially because as it begins to settle, the last glass of water had little krill and little shrimp and little bacteria in it, and swimming around. You notice that all of those are dead.
Okay,
and
that does
they're floating in the water.
a nice segue into my follow-up question about this water, which is more of purely a gut, I don't know, an intuition or spellcasting ability thing. Here's my question. Is it getting more and more difficult to cast shape water on this? Is this getting closer and closer to the line of not qualifying as water anymore? No? Okay.
No, this is very much water.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm sorry, but this is very much just still water.
I mean, don't apologize for that.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you
We're
would
going to
feel
have a slight chemistry lesson tonight, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Well, we might be relying on Crystal to create water for us to drink for the next day or so. Well,
And
I guess we always were.
Your check, Bryn. Which
I got a 7. Yeah, I think Bryn goes to look at it and then just immediately vomits over the side. He can't keep his composure long enough to figure out anything.
Yep, the little dead krill and shrimp that are on the surface look like some grotesque gumbo.
Ugh. Now I'm sick just thinking about that.
It's really gross.
You have detect poison, Crystal?
I do not, unfortunately, but I don't think a spell is warranted here to know that we should not be putting this in. I get your point. I do not have a formal detect poison, and the identify spell does not find poisons, as Eric so gleefully pointed out during the last couple weeks.
I don't have detect poison. I have protection from poison.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can
All right.
Coin maybe make a medicine check based on
Yes.
the glass of
I
Isaac?
feel like he could know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
The
think we'll
glass
get
of Isaac.
However,
However,
you know what? I'm gonna
you
take.
gonna
the
be lucky on this one?
Take the lucky on it.
All right. So, let's scratch off a lucky point.
Smudge on the glass. Turn it around. Oh, way better look there.
Yeah. I'm going to take coin to a different channel real quick.
Ooh.
Because this is a little bit long to type out, so we'll be right back.
There.
Secrets and wonders.
Dun dun dun.
This is making me think of Subnautica. That's the vibe.
There's no. I don't think there's any toxins in Subnautica.
But they're
Like-
actually well. There's radioactive. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
go near the.
From
but
the
also
reactor.
just in general, the idea that like there's the giant creatures chasing us.
Yeah.
I put the Subnautica like voice line or whatever in the Discord chat.
It's the Leviathans never really scared me. It was more of an inconvenience. Like, oh god damn it, I gotta build another Seamoth now.
I got
Just the-
I got kind of scared when I was playing that game for the first time. It got me.
I get scared by being suddenly eaten by fish. Like I don't know if you ever played Super Mario 64, but on World
Oh, the
13,
giant
Wet
fish.
Dry World, like that. When I was a kid, that fish scared the shit out of me, and like I am
So
still
true.
terrified of it, and like I will give it a wide berth because when I was little, I got surprised by Mario getting suddenly eaten alive by the giant fish, and it just like terrified me like permanently.
Question then, as a follow-up to that, do you have a fear now of like swimming out in like deep open water? Like 'cause
I
there
do
might be
not.
a-
I being like in the water doesn't scare me.
because
It's
there might be a fish that would come eat you, Walker. It's very dangerous out there.
but it's not gonna swallow me whole is the thing. Like a shark would like try and take a bite out of me. I'm not gonna get gobbled up by.
I mean, we've only explored like 5% of the ocean, right?
Okay, you need to stop right now.
I don't go out in deep open water. I don't fucking do it. 'Cause, you don't know. I'm not into it.
Thalassophobia.
Oh, Eric never needs to learn about it.
Great. Good.
Coin take a pretty hard look at this glass. He'll be sort of looking under it, above it, and more he kind of comes to this conclusion, and he'll say,
There's something like I don't know if it's not a poison. It's the balance of the water itself is changed. But I don't understand. It's like something happened to change the water, but it's not like in a natural way.
Coin struggling to find the right words to detail what has occurred, but he'll sort of round it off like,
I think I would guess these fish were local. They've usually been here fine, but something has happened.
and he'll sort of turn his attention to the water, almost like it seems like he's looking for something moving or something down there.
Like, I don't know what caused this.
And he still seems confused, but you can tell that, like, that his alertness has gone up.
I mean, has Saphira or Isaac, as like sailors at sea who have heard sea stories, heard anything like this, like legends like this?
Well, a history check, Saphira. Yeah. Saphira's heard of this kind of thing before. Absolutely. I need to take Saphira to a different channel because this is different lore than what Corey got.
Round two.
Lucky.
All right. Does anybody else want to confess their deepest fears to the rest of the party?
Deepest fears.
Deepest
That's
fear.
deepest fears. It's like number
What did I
3.
miss while I was gone? I'll have to rewatch the session.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely
Nothing at
nothing.
all. Not a
The
single.
observer heard everything.
Oh no.
That's fine. It's no big secret.
It won't. Observer won't snitch.
Can't
We'll
tell
be
if
right
it's
back.
like a party bonding, or if the crew is like giving their wills.
Which one? Be right back.
What-
This is a
you guys will
cool-
just see Coin looking overboard. That's all.
I'm just getting. Are you sure whatever you're doing is worth it? Sort of vibe right now. That's what I'm feeling.
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm feeling. That's definitely my favorite line from the whole game.
Or like at the beginning of KOTOR 2, when you're exploring the mining ship and you're about to find Darth Sion, and the game says Atten is feeling uneasy. When Atten is feeling nervous, you should probably save your game.
I love that.
I have a question, Crystal, real quick.
Mhm.
Hasn't occurred to me until now, but does Crystal have an obvious symbol visible of a specific deity? Because I obviously talk to this all the time, but is Crystal's like deity named and I've missed it?
It's not gonna be. She's wearing a necklace that has the symbol of her deity, Hana, one of the nature deities.
Oh, really? Oh,
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Does Isaac have? Does Isaac serve a deity?
not in a devoted sense. Like I think every sailor probably makes offerings to all three of the nature deities to be like, hey, don't kill me, just try to do my thing.
It's a good call.
And like in Harry's world, events like storms, for example, are like when two of those deities are like interacting, hunting each other or otherwise, and so that's kind of so I'm sure he like knows about that lore and has some contextual respect for them in that sense, but like no like devout named sort of thing beyond whatever would be average for a sailor in Switzerland. The way that like your average soldier is gonna like make offerings to like the war god or gods or whatever, and maybe not be more devout than that, but like ask everybody to like, what's up, bro?
Practical, shallow knowledge.
Because he had asked about the nature gods when we were in the central wall.
I'm back.
So I was wondering.
Vern's gonna have to disconnect and reconnect, I think.
I hear it. I'm here. I hear everything.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So-
you'll notice Sophia looking a little bit paler.
You alright?
I think this is an omen of some sort. I mean, you hear all the stories, of course, but you never know which ones are true. But when the sea turns like this, the only thing that can mean is that one of the gods themselves is coming to sink the ship.
So what, if we go to port and then just walk the rest of the way to Inland Point, we'll be fine?
Wait. A god wants to take down our ship?
Or maybe not specifically a god, but usually the tales are associated with them.
But like that creature is so scary, it might as well be like having to do with a god, right?
They say that the water turns, you see a vision of a religious figure of some sort, and then
You
no
see
one
a
ever
vision?
no one ever sees what it is that brings the ship down, or at least no one ever sees it survives.
Coin's looking around.
Vision.
I haven't seen any pastors. What did you see?
But I haven't seen anything yet.
Perception checks, everybody.
Don't think.
Pastures.
like only
this is
one-
the sea, not pastures.
One part of that
Oh.
omen.
Come on, guys.
Oh, did it? Oh, it didn't roll.
What?
Let me try again.
Isaac's going to see it at least.
Well, probably not. Remember, I'm at.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
take
you're at
lucky.
disadvantage. Okay, so yeah, Mr. Coin is going to be the only person.
No. That was a lucky roll. I'm not gonna take it. I'm a 10.
You're not going to take it? Okay, you got
Nah.
a 10? All right. So, awesome. Never mind.
So none of us saw anything.
You guys did not see what just happened.
I mean, if all we know is that something happened with the water, we don't know that it's an omen yet. We don't know there's a spiritual, bigger fish out there, so to speak, gunning for us.
I think there's definitely a bigger fish from all these signs, but
Well, yeah.
Can I ask, have we seen any other ships off in the distance? I mean, we can see a few miles in most directions that we've seen.
None. You guys are strangely alone. You are 1 mile from the shore, so you can't see any details on the shore itself. You'd have to get closer to see those. And at the moment, you guys are very concerned about talking to each other about the situation.
Sure if we should go further inland or further out to sea. Honestly. I don't
Maybe we
even know
should
if
get
this-
a little bit to the coast because if the creature is huge and shallower water will force it, or at least pressure it a little bit, depending on how it prefers to interact to, like, surface. So maybe we get a little bit closer,
Get more in.
3/4 of a mile or half a mile instead of a full mile, something like that.
We could inch it towards it. Get more info.
Is there anyone we could ask? If they've observed something passing by, or if they...
Yeah, are there lighthouses or anything?
There are no lighthouses in this area. The next lighthouse you guys saw is at Inland Point. You guys can turn around and go to the central wall. You guys continue on, or you can ask each other.
Well, you've said Isaac's done this route many, many times, this specific route. So does he know of, like, a handful of decent, I don't know the terrain, mentally, but are there decent pull-off points that can, here and there, that we could stop for a bit until things clear up, or stop for a bit under pressure? Like, I remember the general map. I just don't know, like, the actual of it.
There are 2 rivers that have outlets, one here and one here. You guys are probably right around this area here, just short of that river. And
So we're
that could be a place to pull in if you wanted to try that. But it is not a big river. That river is, let me pull that up real quick here. That river at its widest is going to be 30 feet wide. It's more of a winding stream that comes to the coast there.
This situation definitely sucks, but we're already more than halfway there. So if Crystal can tough it out for another day.
Just Crystal.
I don't think we should dock because we'd just be sitting ducks. We could even trigger its attention, but maybe we could inch it towards the coast just for the safety of a worst case scenario. We know we're not in open waters, but do it slowly enough that we don't tip them off. But otherwise, just keep it moving to inland.
So get closer to shore, is that you saying?
Yeah, closer to shore, but not so close it might,
Loop underground.
Yeah.
This is where I get to do the fun check. I need everyone combined. We're going to take an average roll here, and we're going to have the ship's stealth check happen.
Oh no.
So 24 plus 13.
19.
Oh, sorry, 10.
Damn.
Oh, Ruzin.
So, who's at disadvantage on that list? Saphira?
No.
All right, 24, 10, 11. Ruzin's at disadvantage. Cool.
Yeah, I got a 19.
That's still
am I
pretty
rolling
dang
stealth?
good.
Yep.
Sorry, I gotta do that. Stealth.
Yes, please.
Stealth. Let's
Nice.
make up for the ones I've been
Bryn
getting.
is sneaky.
All right,
Tiptoeing
so
on that
your
deck.
total is 92 divided by 7 is 13.14. Awesome.
Terrible.
Look at us directly average people.
All right, so I now get to roll my perception check in secret.
How sneaky is the
You guys know that I do not do secret rolls. So, by 0.14, you guys will pass something underwater that did not detect you.
Oh
we
my
didn't
God.
detect it.
We're like professionals at evading enemies at this point. I'm loving this.
For the record, that is literally 1 point spread across all of y'all.
Do we perceive that something has had a close call with us?
Roll your perception check.
Everybody?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and roll everyone's perception check. Let's see what we got here. Wow, Isaac's gonna see it. Because it has a stealth check of 23.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Mine's a 18.
Okay, it has a stealth of 23, so let me tell Isaac here.
Isaac loses their mind after what they see.
It is totally on brand for us to miss danger and have no idea.
just chatting.
We're
Twiddling our
just-
thumbs.
we don't know. But we don't know what kill us, literally.
So yeah, what about those reagents? We can go to the shore and get some cool stuff.
I mean, I think a
agent?
break from this ocean would be a while.
Crystal's ready
It's
to
pretty
book it
gross out
onto
here.
shore as soon as she can get on it.
This is perhaps the one time I've ever wanted to get back to land.
I second that.
Next few weeks, we'll stick to just doing donuts by the dock. I don't really want to figure this thing out.
Donuts with the boat. Okay.
Oh, I'm all for that.
You good, Isaac? No. No. That would be a shell.
Well, but I don't know what parts, that were.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay. I don't know,
All
but
right.
I know that I'm fine. So,
And then it's gone.
will- yeah, Isaac will hold his. Will mention it while he sees it, but I don't know if anybody. I think it might happen too quickly, but he'll say like, there was a very large shadow that passed under the ship. Scales the size of one of our dinghies, of the dinghy that's behind the ship.
Funny. Yeah, could you imagine?
No, and then then the light sort of cuts it again, and he's like, "Well, it's too murky now, but it was near the surface for a second. You can see it through the water."
That'll make a
Oh,
big
come
story when
on.
we
If,
get to the
if there
bar.
was something that big, you would have noticed us by now, right?
I mean, who's to say it didn't notice us and just was not interested?
I guess.
Whales
That's a good
swim
point.
past us all the time. I'm sure if we were to get further out, or I'm sure if you swim past whales between Saphira and I, we've swim past them before. They don't care about you. So sometimes big stuff.
How close did you say it got?
How close did my spirit go?
It was right under the ship.
Very close.
You're surprised the ship did not scratch it.
What are the chances you think that thing just doesn't come back? You know, just keeps going that way.
He's sort of gesturing to the open ocean.
Just keeps on swimming.
Just
Good.
Keeps on swimming.
Crystal's like muttering that. Just keep
swimming, just keep swimming. Keep swimming. Yeah.
So after you guys have this little encounter, you guys keep driving the boat along. Who's driving it right now? It's Tati, right?
Sure. Love to.
That's the last person I saw do a survival check to drive the boat.
Yeah.
Maybe we
All
should
right.
have Skinny aimed downwards, just for precaution.
Down?
Down.
Like you want
The
the
ballista.
front of the boat to aim towards the. Oh,
I don't want.
got it.
I would be impressed if we could. Actually, I wouldn't be that impressed. We've done it before.
Donut.
So, Tati, where are you keeping the ship in relation to the shore?
To the right of it.
Thank you.
You.
Correct answer.
Starboard, Tati, starboard.
That was so in character for someone learning to drive a ship. I am to the right of the shore.
And I have to give you inspiration for that one because it made me roll my eyes so hard. Ah. Oh. Okay. Thank you for staying to the right of it.
Firmly on the ocean is where I am.
It's better than Saphira did in relation to Ryport.
True.
So true.
Right. Right
That was
on it.
one, that two, 2, 3. Oh, that was the amount of times you can count on your hands.
So,
It helped us with our cover story though, so solid steering.
Exactly.
Okay.
all right. So, about how far to the right of the shore are you staying?
Given that everyone before me seems to have been trying to keep a mile from shore, I will follow their instruction and lead
Okay. Cool.
and attempt to do the same unless my steering goes sideways.
All right. So let's go ahead and get you to roll another survival check, just to see where we're at with that.
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure.
Anyone still teaching me, or we just let
Nope.
it go?
Your teacher went to the bathroom. All right. So with the 15, you will keep that mile distance.
It's water.
So, I love just poking the buttons, you know? It's so much fun as GM. All right, so, yeah, you continue driving on, and after about 4 more hours, the water will get to be blue again. You guys smell the scent of the dead fish going away, and you'll see a couple of dolphins and sailfish wandering around, hunting.
Thank God. I mean,
That's a
yeah,
good
no, we're
sign.
good. No issues.
All right. So, anything you guys want to do this afternoon as it gets to be about 4 o'clock?
I think if Coin knows he can safely do this without risk, he'll try. The water looks like back to normal, right?
It
Pretty
looks
blue.
that way.
Okay. If Isaac's around, he might even just ask Isaac to take another sample, but otherwise he's gonna try and put something like put a cup or a bucket that isn't his normal one on a rope and collect some water again.
Okay.
Bryn
And-
will cook for the party again. We'll remove some supplies.
Assuming medicine, but I can do a different
Yeah.
check too.
You're good. Yeah, the water appears to be safe.
Okay. Coin will put his bucket on a rope, fill it up,
Okay.
pull it back up, and
Water looks like your normal seawater that you would expect.
he'll seem serene with this and transport it up the crow's nest, probably by putting it in the bag of holding, then climbing, then taking it out. That kind of deal.
Okay. Cool.
Then he'll just
we're
be
gonna
up there.
we're gonna make an extra spicy curry tonight to try and mask the horrible smell coming from the.
Well, the
Good
smell is
plan.
gone at this point because the wind is blowing in such a direction so as the yellow water is no longer around you and you do not smell it.
Make spicy curry anyway.
Yeah.
Do it anyway. I think Crystal will have successfully just fallen asleep in the middle of the deck after crying most of the morning, and having a full level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Sounds like an excellent day for
Crystal
Crystal.
just has a tantrum in the middle of the deck and flops over and sleeps.
Correct. Her,
know,
her not getting
Centaur
sleep is bad
tantrum
anyway.
is something I would be afraid of.
I mean, there was wailing.
Tati is
there was
also
hanging
for sure
over the
afraid of it.
side.
All right. Cool. All right. So you guys will go ahead and have spicy curry tonight. Can I go ahead and get a survival check from Bryn for
Yes.
cooking?
And as always, we will burn a second level spell because it would be unsporting of me to stop using enhanceability now that I have the feat.
True.
A for advantage, survival. Oh, and I get to add +3 to that because I get proficiency with chef's utensils
Yes.
now.
Indeed. So that adds to 17. You may want to
Alright.
go ahead and add a custom skill called cooking. to your
Okay.
character sheet, if you want to do
Um,
that. Otherwise, I can do that for you.
Interesting. Custom skill. Okay, I see. Yes, I will do that. Custom
Cool.
skill 1. We're gonna
There you
call
go.
this.
So, with a 17, you cook very spicy curry.
Mhm.
Can I get a D100, please?
100,
Bryn,
100, 100.
Coming right up. 67.
Oh,
Right in the two-thirds.
Gentlemen,
too
ladies
long.
and gentlemen, we have California Reaper curry.
All right.
If
All right,
you
that's-
have
word?
not had
Cali-
this before, you will be suffering for the next 2 days.
All right.
Suffering.
But it's good. It goes down, and most of you are going to be able to keep it down, I hope. Let's go ahead and roll Constitution saving throws. Got to be a 12.
Does my poison defense have any effect on
Oh,
spicy?
no.
Does.
The nat
Got
ones come
A
out.
nat 1 on my own con save.
Yeah.
Isaac got a nat 1.
Coin, you are fine. Isaac, Giancarlo would be offended by the level of spice in this curry.
Yeah, I just it's the world's hottest pepper, so we are having a whole experience.
Oh yeah,
Did we have to make Constitution saving throws?
yes, please.
What for?
Curry.
Curry, unless you're sleeping. If you're sleeping, you don't have to eat the curry.
Oh yeah, she's sleeping for sure.
Okay. Regardless, you made the save, so you're good. All right. So, as you guys enjoy the evening, gets down to be about 8 p.m., 9 p.m. It's about, the sun's about to set. You guys are almost to Inland Point, but you'll get there tomorrow around 10 a.m. About 12 hours away. You guys want to set a watch? As Crystal's currently asleep.
We would be loath for us to throw away, to spit in the face of our good luck by not setting a watch now. Bryn will take the first watch this time.
Okay. Is anyone going to be staying up with Bryn?
I'll be on that second. And Coin will probably convey at some point, maybe not explicitly, that he likes to take the watches where it's like late in he can see the sky.
Sure.
So you can generally
Awesome.
assume he'll be trying to take second.
Okay. Does anyone want to stay up with Bryn as the first watch?
I will.
Okay. Cool. So Saphira and Bryn, let's go ahead and have you guys roll your perception checks.
All right,
As everyone
the-
else goes to sleep.
The dream team right here for perception
Indeed.
checks. Oh, and there's a nat
Indeed.
one. Bryn got a 20 though, so I think we're
Yeah.
Oh my God.
not totally screwed.
-1.
Yeah,
Saphira, are you driving the ship or is Bryn?
I mean, like normally I would be the one driving the ship, so
Yeah, Bryn doesn't know how to drive the ship.
Check, please.
swear to
Oh my god.
You're about to go from driving to diving.
No.
That V's gonna be gone. pretty
Fortunately, Bryn
How?
can see as the moon catches the white foam of the breakers, the rolling waves near the shore. You guys have approached to within 50 feet of land with your sailing vessel. There is a small stream up ahead of you. This is the stream that Isaac had mentioned. And there are rocks at the opening. Bryn, you're
Yes.
the only one who sees this. Saphira is completely oblivious to your situation.
Hey,
The waves are breaking about 30 feet ahead of the ship. You might be able to help get the ship turned around if you hurry.
Saphira, why are we going straight for the rocks?
What rocks?
There are okay. There's big rocks. How do we turn the ship around?
Oh wow! I did not realize we were that close. Okay, let's.
Roll
Try
another
and-
perception check, Saphira. With advantage.
Oopsie
because-
doopsie.
Saphira, even though that Bryn has pointed this out, I don't know if it's the wind in your hair, getting across your eyes, or what, but you're not able to see what he's talking about.
I mean,
Bryn, what would you like to do?
Are they?
Saphira has no frame of reference on where to go at the moment.
Well, Bryn is, I guess Bryn is gonna try and grab the wheel and do a just untrained spin the wheel to make the ship go in the direction he thinks it needs to go.
All right, so because you're untrained and we've never had you drive the ship before, this is going to be a survival check with disadvantage.
All right, coming right up. That's a nat 1 from Bryn Genflower, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ship heaves up, and you guys feel the front of the ship drop on the other side of the rolling wave. Everyone, I need you to roll perception checks. Gotta beat a 10 with disadvantage because you're all asleep.
Take a lucky on that.
All right.
Sleepy
Crystal will wake up.
She's on the deck.
Everyone else will stay asleep.
If I even with a 16.
With disadvantage? Oh, you're using lucky on it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, so Coin will wake up. Isaac will also wake up. Because you can't critically fail his skill check.
You're gonna hear like water just splash from the crow's nest. The bucket falls over.
Yep.
Oh,
Head
man.
As the
up.
crow's nest goes to a 45-degree angle, all you see down below you, Coin, is you see the figurehead of the ship, nose down, pointing into the water. And your crow's nest is currently over the water ahead of the forecastle of the ship.
Yeah, I imagine Coin has fallen to the front of the crow's nest, like he's hanging, he's dangling over, looking at this.
Okay.
I had a
Crystal,
nightmare
you
like
wake
this.
up.
Crystal's gonna like tumble head over heels with like the momentum of the ship, and she's gonna very slowly stand up and like part her hair. From
Okay.
her
Isaac, what are you doing as you are waking up by the roll forward of the ship?
I think Isaac runs up and like tries to. If it looks like Bryn and Saphira between the two of them don't have things under control, like backs in first and is like, "Can I help? Can I like?"
Oh, we're going to do this wonderful thing. Yeah, we're just going to go down the list here because I don't have an initiative tracker for how badly you guys have rolled this. So, Saphira, as we go down the list here, we're going to leave certain people asleep. Saphira, what's your reaction at the moment? You don't know where the shore is.
Pardon, what are you? You can't just grab the wheel while I'm trying to see.
All right,
Do I
because
notice
Bryn is
Isaac?
grabbing the wheel, you can make a survival check with disadvantage. All right. Awesome.
-1.
You straighten the ship towards the shore.
This is ridiculous.
Bryn,
Yeah.
you are the next on my list down here. Crystal, you're going to be next, followed by Coin, and then Isaac. So, Bryn, you're fighting Saphira for control of the ship.
Is Crystal on deck yet?
Yes, she was asleep on deck. She's at the front of the ship.
All right. What about Coin?
Coin is dangling from the the crow's nest.
He's
All right.
regaining his composure.
Can I tell that Crystal and Coin are awake?
Probably you saw Crystal as a centaur roll, quote, head over heels down the front of the ship. So if she's not awake, she's dead.
Okay.
Coin is dangling from the crow's nest by one hand. Thankfully, he has grippy fingers.
He's making a lot of noise, but it's incoherent.
I'm gonna yell to Coin and Crystal, "Get over here! We need help!" And then I'm gonna hold an action. I'm gonna use my 4th level spell slot to do a triple enhance ability on the other 3 of them. And as soon as they're all in touch range, I'm gonna give them the owl's wisdom or whatever it's called, and maybe they can get us out of this mess.
Just to be clear, you guys are 6 seconds, 1 round, from hitting land.
Okay.
So, Crystal, you're up next. After this is Coin and then Isaac. Because Ruzin and Tati are asleep.
Crystal's gonna stand up, just fuming. She's gonna see that the shore is just so close. It's like shocking. And she's gonna telekinetically grab the wheel and steer it back out to sea.
All right, I need you to roll your survival check with disadvantage because Saphira and Bryn are both holding onto the wheel as well.
Well, then, did they get the Owl's Grace?
Well, yeah, so
No,
then is that a flash?
No, they don't get it. It's a touch range spell.
Oh.
All right, that's fine.
All right.
We work with what we have.
Yep.
Let go of the wheel. She's gonna be yelling.
All right. So that's going to be Crystal's turn unless you want to move now.
Well, she's gonna be running towards the wheel as
All right.
she is.
I need you to roll an acrobatics check because you are running up a ship that is currently surfing towards the shore. All right. So with the 15, you will successfully do that. You'll get up to the ship's wheel.
All right.
You've used your bonus action, which is your telekinetic feat.
Mm-hmm.
You've moved. You have your action if you'd like to try to drive the ship by hand.
Yeah, definitely. She's gonna grab.
All right.
She's gonna grab the wheel.
Bryn was gonna wait for Coin, but he sees that things are getting worse, so I'm gonna fire it off now, and I'm gonna target myself as the 3rd target instead of
All right.
Coin. So we're gonna upcast enhance ability up to 4, so that's 3, 4, and yeah, that's the Owl's Wisdom for
Okay, so how many targets is that?
3 targets. That's me and Saphira and Crystal will have advantage on wisdom checks.
Awesome. So Crystal, you have disadvantage and advantage, so this is a straight roll for survival
Okay.
to
All
drive
right.
the ship.
Please, God. Oh, thank you. Thank D&D gods.
Crystal, you get the ship turned sideways, which is much better than hitting the shore. You've at least delayed crashing it. All right. We
She's
move to
gonna-
coin. Go ahead.
Crystal's gonna be like yelling for Isaac. Get the store,
Okay.
Isaac.
Coin, you're dangling from the crow's nest. The ship is now rolling to its side. You watch as the top of the white foam from the wave breaks over the left side of the ship and runs over and flows off the right-hand side. You are surfing sideways towards shore. What would you like to do?
From the deck, you'll hear incoherent yelling of as he's trying to get himself back up. He will finally get his upper body back into the crow's nest roughly. He'll sort of circle back to the side where the wheel is to see what's happening. I'm assuming I see 5 people just fighting over it.
You see 3 people fighting over the ship's wheel right now.
It's a split second. I think he's gonna do a quick, like, maybe instinctual, whether he can do a slow fall to land right behind everyone relative to the crow's nest.
Do you have slow fall, feather fall? Which kind of slow fall are we doing?
Slow fall as a reaction when falling.
Oh, as a
right?
monk. Yes. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
absolutely do that. Yeah.
If he knows he can consistently do it, he will do a slow fall landing right behind it.
Okay.
He'll turn around.
It's
Is there
20 feet down, so we're going to see how much can you reduce the damage by with your slow fall.
I mean, I'm just saying slow fall. I'm pretty sure because my max jump's 25. I don't think I would even take damage on it, right?
That's a horizontal jump.
Okay.
Technically, you would take fall damage from 25 feet.
It would,
Crazy
even
monkeys.
if you took a max
35.
damage, it wouldn't be enough because slow fall
Yeah,
reduces
slow
damage by a ton.
35 it says.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. So you reduce it from 6 to 0. Cool.
Okay.
You land on deck.
Is there any room for him to grab the wheel from?
Sure. We will have a 4th person grab the wheel.
No, he doesn't yet. I'm asking.
Okay. Yeah, there's room.
Coin's going to go behind Saphira, put a hand up sideways, and slap her on the back with a hand of healing, and he's gonna attempt to cure her blindness.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. So, Saphira, the saltwater spray that got in your eyes is cured. You are able to see again. You do not have disadvantage on perception checks.
Perfect.
Much better.
Coin's
Alright.
gonna go. Oh, that
Oh,
worked.
there you are.
All right,
And-
Saphira, roll a perception check, please.
You still have enhanceability on you, so that might be with advantage if.
It is because it's wisdom. You got
Fuck
a 1.
off!
Saphira,
What
sit
is
down.
this?
Just sit down.
I'm gonna just shout upward. I thought I had your favor by the moonlight.
The wave crashes over Crystal, Bryn, and Coin. You guys managed to turn your heads. Saphira looked up at the moon at that exact moment, and the salt water hit her stab smack in the center of the face, and she is once again blinded.
Next
All
one's
right.
not gonna be healing.
Isaac, it's at this point that you wake up and are able to act. What would you like to do, sir?
On the one front, I didn't make it quite out of the deck yet. This is my first.
You are currently below deck. It takes 2 squares of movement to get up on deck. You're able to get anywhere on the ship in 1 movement. It's a small little boat.
Right, so I'm once I get up there and I see everybody, you can move other creatures if they're willing, as just your movement speed, right? Not an action or bonus.
Yeah, it's half because you have to move. Yeah.
100%. I just meant I'm spending movement, not action.
Right.
To do it. So
who are we moving?
If Bryn and Saphira are willing, and he'll just be like, all due respect, Crystal seems to have a good handle on this. Can I? Maybe we should clear some room for her, and we try to see if so that Crystal's no longer making these checks with disadvantage. If he can encourage with his 6'7" frame, leading over them to just sort of encourage them to step aside and let Crystal roll nat 1.
Point of order. Saphira can't see your 6'7" frame. Saphira's blind by salt water. So, go ahead and roll an intimidate check to Saphira.
This is funny. I didn't think it would come up.
All right, Saphira, can I get a wisdom saving throw due to the voice of Isaac? All right, Saphira, you're going to be encouraged to back away. I'm going to give Bryn the option here. Would you like to back away from the ship's wheel?
I mean, yeah, Bryn doesn't know how to drive a ship. He grabbed it once to try and desperately avoid a crash, but he's been casting spells to buff the other party members. So yeah, he's definitely not looking to be the one driving the ship anymore.
Yeah, I just figured. Of course, I just figured that what Isaac sees when he gets there is still your hands on the wheel. So that's why he was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and mechanically trying to get Crystal in the better spot. And then for my bonus action and action, it's all wind. So for the bonus action, I can control the direction of the ambient wind within 100 feet. And then action is gust of wind at second level. At whatever direction should be the direction of get us the fuck righted and like away from shore, like back on path.
Okay. Cool. We return to Saphira's turn after Isaac has done this. The sails are full. You guys are sideways in the waves. Saphira, what would you like to do? As you are blind and have been told to get away from the ship's steering wheel.
I am at this point just gonna get away from the ship's steering wheel.
Okay. Are you moving?
Yes.
All right, I need you to roll acrobatics with disadvantage, please.
Wrong answer.
Does it help if I mean, 17 might do it anyways, but I did say I had a guiding hand to try and like help her out.
You don't have a guiding hand, but no, Saphira's got good sea legs. Saphira, you will stay on board the ship.
Oh god.
All right, Bryn, what would you like to do? Unless there's something else you'd like to do, Saphira.
Yeah, I don't think Bryn...
Only one sets the hands on the wheel at a time.
I love the idea that Ruse is sleeping through all this.
Bryn is going to try and be a voice of calming encouragement, and is going to give Crystal Bardic Inspiration, and then, can I just show this in Beyond 20? Yeah. Oh, no, don't ignore the 4. I was trying to just get the thing to pop up, but it's, yeah, so Crystal, you have a d6 that you can add to any d20. So that slightly increases the chance we don't wreck our freaking boat. I don't think I have any relevant actions. Because I'm not attacking, I'm not casting any spells. Yeah, we're going to hold up enhanced ability and take a dodge action in case we need to... Yeah, Bryn's going to use his action to just, like, brace against the deck and dodge in case we need to make a dex save.
Okay, cool. Since you're not moving, I'm not going to make you do an acrobatics check. Crystal, you are the person with the ship steering wheel. What would you like to do?
Who is still around? Is anyone still around me?
You have Bryn directly behind you. Coin is in the corner behind Saphira, who has moved away from the steering wheel. Isaac is in the midships, standing there looking like a boss controlling the wind, trying to help you out. Ruzid, you don't see, But sitting passively, calmly through all of this at the front of the ship, staring back at you guys in deep meditation, is Tati.
I think Crystal's gonna be basically hanging on to the steering wheel at this point, just like desperately trying to right the ship. Yeah, so are we sailing straight at this point?
You're sideways at the moment.
Or sideways? Okay, so she's gonna try to correct the ship so that we can start sailing.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll survival with advantage because Isaac is helping with the wind.
Okay.
All right, so with a 19, you will get the ship up and over the breakers and back into the smooth water behind them and head off back into the sea. The disaster has been avoided.
You didn't wake up Ruzid. Good job.
You guys did not wake up Ruzid or Tati.
Tati's gonna be so mad she missed this.
All right, so what else would you guys like to do at this point as 4 of you are awake? Or 5 of you are awake.
Coin stands more upright.
Okay.
As he sees things have settled, he'll look at Saphira and he'll say,
So you said the bounty was 25k for turning you in.
Technically, it was 20,000. 25 is actually an improvement, but no, Coin, you can't turn me in. Just 'cause.
No, I feel like I would take $5,000 and a ship that stays over water.
I would too. I'm sorry, I tried my best. My depth perception's just awful right
Coin
now.
walks up to you
Like
and says,
Here, I got you.
it's a light. He's not being aggressive. He does another hand of healing to cure blindness.
Saphira, you are soaking wet because of the spray of that one rolling wave, but you are no longer blinded by it.
That's better. Thanks, Coin.
Yeah.
Just weird being able to see out all that distance and not see what's right in front of me, you know?
You know, I like looking at that moon too. But I'm also not steering a wheel.
Alright, I keep forgetting about that.
Coin will turn back to just see the situation, like what's going on with everyone else.
It seems like things are calming down. Bryn is braced on the boat, looking like he's ready for anything, right?
Well, we'll see.
All right. Crystal's driving the ship. Isaac's controlling the wind. Anything you want to do, Coin?
He's going to try and do a survey of damage. Perhaps go to the front of the ship, poke his head over. He knows he won't see much, but he'll tap his dark vision goggles over his head, look at the front of it.
You look at the front of the ship. Short of Skinny having caught some seaweed in his ribs, there's nothing that's been damaged.
Okay, nothing urgent.
You guys managed to avoid damaging the ship, thanks to everyone's quick thinking. All right. So, Isaac's going to return to bed after you guys get out to sea. Crystal, are you going to go back to bed, or are you going to let Saphira take over?
Has Crystal had a long rest yet?
No. Oh, wait. Crystal has, yes, because she fell asleep early in the afternoon. You're right.
Okay.
So, yes, go ahead and take that long rest. Go ahead and confirm your long rest.
All right. And so does she doesn't have a level of exhaustion anymore?
She does not. She gets to take that away.
All right. Yeah, Crystal's gonna keep driving, and she's going to telekinetically push Saphira away from the wheel.
Okay.
And then just keep driving.
All right. So let's go ahead and get one last survival check from you, please. You have advantage still. You're good. All right.
Coin's
Saphira.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Coin. No, go ahead,
Coin's
Coin.
gonna climb up the crow's nest and ready a stunning strike action, but he will otherwise just stay calm up there.
Okay.
He's not gonna be trying to sleep, maybe, but once he knows that things are good, he may doze off.
All right. Cool. Saphira and Bryn, it's still your watch. You have 2 hours left in your watch. What would you like to do?
Probably try to make what happened before not happen again.
Okay.
It
Cool.
would be really funny if it happened again, though.
Let's get your perception check.
All right. Here's perception. All right,
Cool.
another 20.
With
I'll
a
take
20, you are hyper aware of where the shore is. And thanks to Crystal's driving, you guys will make your way out about a mile from the shore and continue parallel to it. Unless Saphira wants to do something.
I think at this point, Saphira is gonna be alternating between just watching Crystal steer the ship and just trying to pick up like what she's doing, what Saphira's doing wrong that Crystal's doing right, and just staring off into the sea, kind of bashfully.
Let's get a wisdom check. Just straight wisdom check from Saphira.
And is enhance ability still up?
Yes.
Doesn't
Awesome.
matter.
10. You will learn some basic things from Crystal's driving that your former crewmates never told you about.
Uh-oh.
All right?
Need to know
Cool.
basis. What were they talking about?
It's like kids that learn to drive a tractor, but not ever a car.
Oh, God. Reminds me of all my cousins. All right. All my cousins are farmers up in Indiana, so yeah, it's very
gets
close
you-
to home.
It gets you around the property.
Can drive at 14.
You can drive a lot younger than that if you don't let the cops catch you. All right. That is very true. All right, so you guys will continue sailing for 2 more hours. It gets to be midnight. Bryn and Saphira, your watch is over. Crystal's fully rested. What would you like to do?
Oh, let's go wake up some of the others.
Yeah. Well, I don't even remember who hasn't taken a watch yet. Oh no, this was I think I took first. I volunteered for first watch. So we'll wake up Ruzid because he has been sleeping peacefully. So he can take a watch. And then Crystal's still here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Crystal doesn't move.
That's probably smart. Yeah, I'm not gonna wake up anyone else at this time. Just Ruzid.
Okay. Awesome. Ruzid, you're going to be woken up by Bryn Gemflower.
Is it my turn to do the watch?
Yep.
Is it second watch?
Yes.
All right, I would presume Coin's still awake up there then, because he knew he
Okay.
was for second anyways.
Cool. All right. So, Ruzid and Coin are awake for second watch. Can I get perception checks from the two of you? As Crystal is driving the ship, no problemos. Ruzid continues working on his tattoo designs.
This one, Taddy's Taddy's tattoo is gonna look so cool. They're gonna be so happy.
Really focused on that thing.
Ruzid's like, this is such a smooth.
Come on, this is important. Like, we're gonna see Tatooine soon, and if my tattoos suck, then he won't teach me anything.
Takui,
Air?
not Tatui.
Huey.
I like to think that
Like,
Ruzid
that's fair.
fucked up their name at this point, just doesn't know.
All right. Can I get a performance check from Ruzid, please? Just to see how good the piece of art is. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, so it's a 16 out of 20. That's nice. All right, so Coin, as you look out over the water tonight, with the moon being half full, you're going to see a couple of dolphins that come alongside the ship and will keep pace with you guys as you move along north. The evening passes uneventfully, and you guys will get to about 4 a.m. in time to wake up the next watch. You going to wake up Isaac and Tati?
Yeah,
Or who do you wanna wake up?
as their watchers come around, Coin will wake up exactly who was elected for it. So Tati and Isaac, right?
Okay. Tati and Isaac, you guys are awoken by Coin as Ruzid is busy drawing. Crystal, you gonna stay up and keep driving the ship?
No. Well, the only person she's willing to give the wheel to is Isaac. So if he's gonna drive, then she will.
Rude. So rude.
If Isaac is handing like the wheel, as he walks up, he'll say thanks to Crystal for it and let her take a break, get some tea or whatever, relax. But once Crystal's settled and done her thing, Isaac will look at Tati, sort of give a raised eyebrow, like, "Are you up for another lesson? I don't know. Do you get groggy after a trance? Is that a thing? Does grogginess?"
No, my trance doesn't take me further away from myself. It brings me into myself. So I'm not groggy. And I only trance for 4 hours, so I've actually been around for the last 4 hours.
That's great. Clearly I'm groggy, having just woken up and got here. But yeah, let's do some sailing, and he'll give a.
Right, can we try doing jumps this time?
No, certainly not. No, not at all. No, but give us a few months. We'll get there. We can add it to the list. You'll find I am a much more careful teacher than most of the sailors you would meet. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Do I roll anything for like teaching her? Or is it like what is the?
Yeah, go ahead and it's a wisdom check, just straight wisdom to help teach. If you succeed on a 10, she gets advantage on her attempt to learn. Cool. So, Tati, please roll a survival check.
All right.
Cool. So you will successfully learn how to drive the ship. Go ahead and add proficiency in sea vehicles to your character sheet.
Fantastic. Do I need expertise to be able to jump the ship?
Yes.
Did you say jump the ship?
We'll find out soon.
She did say jump the ship.
You know how sometimes the waves are like a ramp and the ship just goes into the air?
I am not teaching you ship jumping. I'm not teaching.
We're not sea jumping.
Expertise.
We will hook you up to some skis on the back of the
For
ship.
a oceanic predator, you jump a shark.
Oh my god, that's such an idea. I like the skiing idea way better.
Can water ski on the back of the ship.
I mean, I saw that thing that Coin did with the tuna. Was it a tuna?
It was a shark.
Something else.
No, he jumped on a shark.
It was a shark. The coin just gets more. He jumped on a kraken. It was a full kraken.
Yeah. No, that's something Fibsham would say. It's somewhere on his map. He made it was a
swordfish that you jumped on. And you
was it a swordfish?
It was a swordfish.
Oh, because I wrote that we met Sahagwins that had shark telepathy.
Yes. and you
yeah.
guys did meet those, but that was an independent thing. You followed the swordfish after fishing
yep.
for it.
I remember now. He's jumped on 2 different fish. Yeah, you're right. He was getting his rod back.
Get your
Yeah.
fish
Jumps on
straight.
all the fish.
It lose count after a while.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you guys are going to need to roll perception checks as you guys are currently on watch, both Isaac and Tati.
Cool.
I got a long rest.
Perception.
Yes, you did. So go ahead and clear the exhaustion.
And I am wearing a mask.
Which mask are you wearing?
I am wearing the mask with a spiral. It's a Leia's
Okay.
mask. It gives
Gotcha.
me a +3 to this 14.
Awesome. So yeah, Isaac, you'll keep an eye out, and you will make sure that nothing comes near the ship that it should not be there. You will notice the couple of sea lions and dolphins that are following the ship. Otherwise, it's all as it should be. But off near the shore, Isaac, as you are headed towards Inland Point, you will see some flying shapes that block out the stars for a couple moments. And you watch as the darkness just blots them out like flapping wings, but it's way on shore and should not be affecting you guys. But something out to land is doing that.
Is that the first time I've seen anything like that before?
No, you've seen this before. Almost every trip in that you have come through this area at night.
Oh, okay. Normal, like, nighttime predator of the area? Or nighttime...
It is something to land. You don't know what that is, because you've never explored that. But it is something that you are familiar with having seen at night before.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't see it and feel the urge to get closer, certainly. So, yeah. I think while he's, like, teaching Tati, he's in full... I think Isaac at this point is in, with the 28 perception check I'm interpreting, it's just being in, like, full dad mode when you're, like, teaching, like, a kid how to ride a bike, and, like, they are so focused on the bike and everything, and you also have to be, like, making sure that, like, there's no cars and, like, that there's all this stuff going on. And the person learning, because learning, like, takes up a lot of brain power, is, like, focused on the thing, but you've got to, like, make sure nothing crashes in the meanwhile. And sees that, but doesn't feel like, if I were learning how to sail, that would freak me out, worrying about something like that off in the distance while I'm trying to focus on other stuff. So I don't think he mentioned it.
Little tip, if you guys ever have kids and have to teach your kid how to ride a bike, go to the local sports arena during the day and practice in their parking lot so you don't have to worry about anything.
Good tip.
Mark.
Also, a way to learn to drive is go to your local sports arena parking lot and just drive around and learn.
Almost ran
That's
my
where we do
dad over
donuts.
like that one time.
With a bike or a car.
With a bike or a car coin?
With a car.
With a car.
It's all right. It was in park, so it didn't move forward.
Let me do the second part of encouragement. Be in the car when you're teaching your kid.
Yeah, he was most of the time after that.
I'm sure he was.
All right, well, it gets
I
to be
passed.
done. You passed.
Yeah.
I'm glad you passed.
End of story.
Happy ending.
Yeah, so you guys get to be done. You guys waking up. Everyone gets their long rest. Go ahead and hit the long rest button, everybody. Get rid of those exhaustion levels, as everyone has managed to sleep through the night. All right. So if you had exhaustion, you should not have exhaustion anymore.
Ooh.
Cool. So it breaks.
Guys,
Dawn
Coin,
breaks. And
guess what?
Mhm.
What up?
Just Coin. Isaac said I can get my license.
They have those?
They do, yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, we don't even have a license for our ship, I don't think. But that's great.
Hey, they don't make sailing licenses, do they? I mean, I sure never got one.
That makes sense.
Never needed a license for anything. Know how to do it or not.
Crystal, do you have a license?
Yes.
Can I see it?
No.
All right.
Crystal's like drinking her tea. She's so grumpy. Her sleeves gonna
Terrible
fall
people.
off.
Oh,
That was it.
all right. So, what are you guys eating for breakfast and stuff, or what are you doing this morning?
Leftover super spicy curry if anybody wants it.
I want it.
Yeah, Crystal didn't have any, so she doesn't know
Solid.
it's spicy.
Okay.
Pretty good, actually.
It's always better and spicier the next day. So let's go ahead and have Constitution saving throws. Got to be to 13, please.
Nope.
Yeah.
Saphira,
Oh,
it burns.
Before Coin eats it, he says, "You know, I shouldn't be having this. I've already had enough adrenaline last night, you know." And then he goes to take a bite.
It gives you the sweats, Coin.
A grunt
Tati,
sweating.
you also
Yeah.
have eye-watering sweats.
It's just the right amount of pain for first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Crystal, you're perfectly fine with this level of spiciness.
Did you say this was
I think
spicy
that-
curry?
Bryn was thinking how he was never gonna make spicy curry again, but he takes that as a personal challenge.
Big Betty will get a
always make
campaign,
spicy
spicy curry.
How do we take down the big bad at the end? Spicy curry.
It's a signature dish.
I'm
Lord,
not
that'd
going
be
to go
garlic
there
bread.
because that's going to give you guys ideas. All right, we're moving on.
I think it doesn't have to be on screen, but I think Coin will like relay with Bryn at some point. Like,
So if I dipped a corn cob in this, how do you think that would fare? You buy that?
If you can handle the spice, I mean, that sounds pretty delicious.
Okay, all right.
Not going to lie, that actually sounds really good.
he will be hashing those details with Bryn, maybe even privately. But you can tell he's kind of shaking you down for like,
You gotta get in on this business, you know? Valuable.
Roast corn with a side of spicy curry? Hell yeah.
Coin will make a note of it. He will write it down somewhere.
All right. So, you guys will continue sailing the ship this morning towards Enland Point. Is there anything you guys would like to do before arriving? No?
Yeah.
All right.
We probably had our share of adventures.
We're just gonna go up to Toddy and say, we're about to make it to Ending Point. I need to get the last tattoo.
Well, all right, I guess.
You're suffering from the curry.
I like, you know, a tattoo is something that's important, so I want to make sure that you actually choose something you want. I don't want to choose for you.
Yeah, I think most people, at least in my family, a lot of the tattoos represent the thing that we are most passionate about.
I can guess what you're most passionate about, but I think you should tell.
What do you think I'm most passionate about?
Death?
Oh. No, probably not. I mean, not like my cousins are. Not like my aunt is. This is just the normal amount of passion for death, I think.
Normal amount.
And then, what are you passionate for?
She's just like rubbing the back of her neck. I don't know. That's kind of why I joined up with Coin, because I haven't found it yet.
Oh. Ruzi kind of like looks at Ray and looks at Toddy and then looks at Coin, and is like, to be honest, I kind of feel like this group has given me some sort of direction more than I used to have. It's way more
definitely
exciting.
way better than school.
Being the captain of the guard it's fun, but I don't know. You just get to see the same old thing every day. Just watching, maybe making plans, but this is way more interesting.
How about can you do a she's gonna show you the tattoos she has. Most of them are they're like a little bit abstract, but in the way that like the drawings on the death masks tell a story. But there's like a lot of like patterns and stuff in it. Could you do something for the Changemaker?
Like the next phase in the story.
Yeah, like sailing out into open sea.
Sounds good to me. And Ruzi with that, they're gonna Ruzi's gonna start getting out their stuff for making tattoos.
Cool.
So you want to write in the next order in the sequence?
Well, my arms are mostly my family. I have some room on my back. And if you go across the spine, it's actually really painful. Which you take from her meeting is a good thing.
Ruzi smiled. That's very much like you. And then Ruzi's gonna start getting to work.
All right. So, Ruzi.
Can I borrow can I borrow Coin's barrel or something and just hug it? While
Sure.
he takes a needle and hammer to my back.
Coin, are you gonna let her borrow your barrel?
Yeah.
His bucket.
Going to let Toddy use the bucket.
I'm just
Is Coin in
gonna
the-
hug the outside.
Nah. You can tell he's pretty like busy writing something down, so he's probably not even thinking to. He's like,
Just bring it back.
I'm gonna tie it on its side and then just lay over it like a dead animal.
Like a
Except
dead
much
animal.
more alive. In that
All
position,
right.
but a lot more alive.
Ruzid, as the dead animal of Tati lays over the barrel, can you bring some life into that back?
Hmm.
I made the roll.
All right, with a 19, yeah, you're able to provide Tati with a very nice tattoo. Ruzid, do you have a mirror?
There's a mirror in the tattoo kit? I actually don't think so.
There should not be a mirror in the tattoo kit unless you actually got one.
No,
Does
no mirror
anyone
then.
have a mirror?
Crystal might.
Nope. Well, it's
Uh,
attached
would-
to her vanity downstairs, so.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
I don't
Would I have
think.
one in the cosmetics box that I picked up in
Yeah.
the?
Yeah, there would be one in the cosmetics case. However, I don't think Saphira, or sorry, so many characters, so many women in this campaign. I don't think Tati's going to be looking at her reflection in a compact cosmetics case mirror.
hear me out. If I shine a platinum, really, really shiny, how reflective are we talking?
Well, if she dumped over the bucket, there's probably water on the floor, and she probably can see her reflection.
I don't need to see it that bad. I mean, I trust I trust Ruzit. But how long does it take? How big did you go?
I mean,
Do you want to set the size, or are you going to roll a d10?
I think I'll let fate decide.
Okay.
That's what we do on this campaign. Oh yeah.
Tati,
God.
this is a full back tattoo.
Yeah, so I'll be coming back later to finish this.
Ruzit has spent 4 hours doing the outlines for it, which will give him credit for the tattoo, but Ruzit, you need to spend another 4 sessions finishing this tattoo.
Nice.
It'll be super magical when I finish.
I was gonna say, it better be alive. Like, there's actual shit.
We'll be able to put the whole story of the Changemaker into it.
All of us hitting shore in the ship. Documented.
Just the boat upside down.
Saphira
Skinny
hanging.
negotiating.
It would just be an infinite loop of Saphira just crashing into a wall and then like coming out and then you crash back into the wall. Like it's like a circle.
And it's Coin getting
Like,
slingshotted from the crow's nest.
Ruzit gets his magic tattoos and he just uses it to put a gif on my back.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And of course,
you guys
every
will make
few loops, it'll pause 5 seconds for one of Coin's ads.
Support it so much.
I feel like I'm gonna have such an explanation for my future spouse.
You have to plan your dates more carefully, Doctor.
Like, why is there a Grom that keeps popping up and talking about maps?
Corn on the cob and Coins' Emporium.
Yeah. This is actually what he's writing down notes about it. So
Wait, Coin, are you serious? Do you think we're actually gonna make branded tattoos?
I mean, I'm not the one that pitched the idea, but now you have to, I feel like.
Flea dip, ew.
yeah.
Oh, what was that campaign that Domino's did where they said if you got a tattoo of the Domino's logo, you'd get like free pizza for life?
Yeah.
If Coin turns you into an advertisement with a GIF tattoo, you get free
I can get a discount.
free corn on the cob.
Corn.
Maps and meals, we sell the best.
Name ideas.
More chapping.
It better go
It
in the
sounds
memory
like a
rack.
corny idea.
Ooh.
All right, maybe it just has a kernel of brilliance
No.
to it.
Stop.
You're gonna have Brain covering his ears.
Eric's giving it his all to make me not start this business. And I commend it.
All right, so you guys will pull into Enland Point, and as you guys do so, you remember this is one wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Which I think there's a big contrast in the moment of us pulling up, because Crystal has asked Isaac about his kids, which means that like as you're pulling up, you're overhearing like her. She asked if you ever bring the kids at sea, and so you're overhearing and being like, Felix has no interest in going at sea. He's very into like bridges and like big. And Alice wants to go at sea, but she's like 8. So we're just doing like walks around docked craft and learning the stuff and
So wholesome.
trip. And it's like this very pleasant and wholesome, and then you pull into like this wreck of a crime infested.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So as you pull into the dock, you guys throw the lines over the side, get tied up to the docks, get all fastened down. Welcome to town. What would you guys like to do?
We should probably check in with Skius Cross and see if he has a job for us.
Screw Skius Gus, we're going to Tatooine.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
We should also
Got a point.
see if Skius wants that sword. The
Sword?
Oh
one of
yeah,
the
we have a
items we
magic
got.
longsword that's probably
Yeah.
worth like a cool 20 grand.
Right.
20 grand.
I'm serious. It's a legendary
Mm-hmm.
longsword.
Second on the list.
Yeah. Beat
Where's
selling
this,
Saphira for 20 grand.
Well, I mean that's
Yeah,
a
one more
heist
chance.
we have not we have not figured out yet. Whether we're gonna try and scam the bounty on Saphira by pretending to turn Saphira in. But that's definitely something we can consider.
Turn them in just to break them out and take the money.
On one hand, that would be a surefire way to get the price up, but I feel like too much of a trap.
We should just spread stories about Saphira and Endland Point so the price goes up.
Yes, I like how you think.
We don't even have to make like fake stories. We can just tell them about Saphira.
We could talk about, we could spread stories about how the impenetrable vault of the museum was robbed in the middle of the day, and how we fought off the things we fought off when they were going down to the center wall, and how we outraced the gods themselves on the way back.
All right, less is more.
Yeah.
Oh, you work your way up to it.
I imagine we're like walking to the tattoo parlor. as we
And
do
then
this.
what? Saphira's gonna ascend to become a god next? Like, yeah, that's what this sounds like.
This is very important for just noting it.
Do.
While they're off headed to the tattoo parlor, Isaac is going to go visit his family and then can meet you guys at Skia's Cross after that.
Okay.
Cool.
Crystal's gonna hand the hat of disguise to Saphira and be like, just in case. I don't think people here are gonna ask as many questions before they just take you.
Are you using the head of disguise?
It's not a bad idea. Okay. Might be worth a tuning. I agree that Saphira has the best use for it. It might be worth a tuning to it, just so that at a moment's notice, if you need to go undercover.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. But not activated yet. I mean, it would take time to attune anyway, so.
So, as you guys head off down towards Takui's Tattoos, you guys find the place. It's open. The front door is ajar, and you can find Takui inside. As you guys approach, she stands up in her midnight blue skin, bright green eyes with slit pupils, and welcomes you in. Ah, so nice to see you back! Nice little kobold. Oh, you're so cute, so cute. Have you used my little tattoo kit for good purposes?
Yeah, I have all of my pieces here.
Oh, you need to show me your art. Yes, show me good.
Coin's standing there. He just points at his stomach.
He
Oh,
points
this
at
part.
his stomach.
He points even like more specifically at the clouds.
He's like, I have the other ones already.
Ah, the clouds.
That was good shading.
Yeah, I believe so. It is very nice shading. Very nice. I would have thought of more inspirational work, but clouds are clouds.
Look at the silver lining.
And then he just continues pointing at it.
I see the silver lining. He did good job. He is good for apprentice. Yes. What else other tattoos have you made, little kobold friend Gruzid?
Well, each one of them has one of my tattoos. Just go in line.
Ah, okay. Well, we know our little Grin here. He has got little tattoo. He fainted out, but he's okay. Pretty. Did it heal well? No itchy.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. I want another one.
Well, if you want another one, I give you another one. Very cheap, very cheap. Ah, now you, Miss Centaur Lady, where the tattoo did you go on you?
Crystal's gonna peel back her lip very carefully.
Ooh, very brave. Very nice. Ooh. Now, did you get frisky with your little lady when doing this, or was she nice?
Is that normal? Getting a
Look,
lip tattoo?
if I give lip tattoos, I give little kisses to make sure you feel better afterwards. Just it's
Oh.
customer service. You know.
I
That
didn't give
seems
any
nice.
kisses.
No, Ruzid didn't do that.
He did not kiss
Unfortunately.
make better. No.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
It's okay.
Think
we're working
about
on
that
customer
next time,
service.
little Ruzid. Beautiful lady, you use trick to say a kiss make feel better after
I'm not
tattoo.
really interested.
I knew I should have gotten the pit tattoo.
Okay. Nice cute man or nice cute lizard. Okay. Nice cute
Warmer.
little kobold person. Okay, or whatever. Sheep. Who cares? All right.
Sheep. But Kovaris is like, the fuck?
All right.
Okay, moving on.
Miss Evening, it's so nice to see someone with such tailed work. So nice, so nice. So, where did you get tattooed?
Right here. And I will let me actually pull up where I actually got the tattoo. But
Your hip.
You forgot?
It's on your hip.
Okay, right. I pulled to reveal my hip. It's a mirror, you see?
Oh.
Ah, very nice. She takes your fingernails, which are exceedingly sharp, and she touches right there, and it tickles like all hell. Ah, nice line work, Ruzid. Very nice, very nice. Did you offer to kiss make better here?
I didn't offer any kisses for any of these. Sorry.
Apologies, customer service was not trained in tattooing. Maybe
No,
improve later.
I was not particularly looking for a kiss from Ruzid.
I don't think anyone
Customer
on our crew
service.
is.
Just customer service. He give you ointment?
There was no ointment in
No
the
ointment.
kids. I don't have. I mean, Coin's
No
our medic.
ointment.
Coin, could you get ointment next time I do tattoos? Right?
Might
Could you
sting
make
a little.
what?
Wrong kind of ointment.
He like does little
Coin.
fingers. He like
What?
he puts his
No.
hand up and just like wiggles his fingers.
No tiger balms, no ointment for
I
smoothing,
mean, are you an herbalist,
no
Coin? Wouldn't you like know this
jellies.
stuff?
I mean, you didn't ask me. I could. I didn't know
Okay,
this
then
was
you
my
could.
test.
No dressing of tattoo. Next time you get tattoo, remember get nice padding and pull this over.
I mean, some
Be
people
very
like
nice.
pain on the ship.
Take care.
That's honest.
Well, Ruzid, some of us really like pain.
Ruzid looks at like Tatooine and looks back at Toddy and looks at and like looks back and
Tatooine.
forth a few times.
Takui Two Claws. I will put this in chat for you once again.
They look at
Takui Two Claws.
Takui, they look at Takui, and they look at Toddy, and they do like a double take for a little bit, looking at both of them when they say, "I
And
really like
Takui
pain."
smiles, and her fangs have been sharpened down to points.
Oh.
But
That's
and
weird.
she winks over at you again. Perhaps I take your friend Tati and have private session with Tati.
Oh.
Let's see work of Tati, please. Where is this
yeah,
little tattoo?
My shirt is all open in the back right now because I didn't cover it.
Okay.
It's flaming red and sluggishly bleeding still.
Oh,
Brand new.
brand new tattoo. You rushed on boat, did you not? It has salt water on it. It feels delightful, doesn't it, Tati?
It does keep your mind there, doesn't it?
It keeps your
I
mind
haven't been
there.
able to stop thinking of it since we put it on.
Ah, are you enjoying it?
I can't wait to finish.
Ooh. She takes your fingernail, and you feel a coldness run along the very raw flesh. And where it is, it accentuates that point of reality on your back.
I feel like I'm being filleted with a fingertip.
He smiles. If only we could experience this at all times in life. It would bring us to more realization of how fleeting things are.
Ruza
So-
did a good job.
She did. It is a nice outline. She licks her fingernail. So,
Delicious.
okay.
Super
Now-
hygienic.
Super.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't care. You've got a nice tattoo. She appreciated it. And she just sampled your blood.
Is Tati worried about the hygiene? Just out of curiosity.
I
I wonder if any.
not to the point that she's ready to like cover up or anything, but she has had tattoos before and she does know that there should be a little more aftercare to this.
Yep. So as you are sitting there with the back of your shirt open, raw tattoo, she goes, "If we do not provide ointment for such a thing, it will get infected. Come. Now, Ruzid, we teach you customer service. Remember, this is next part of tattooing, is starting of business. Because you must have business acumen in order to sell tattoos. Otherwise,
I get all my business acumen from Coin over there.
And Ruza
Yep.
points to Coin.
He's like doing big head
I mean,
nods.
if you're looking about starting a business, you should talk to Coin on the business side of things. I'm just a tattooer.
As
you are
say,
currently inside of her business.
Coin is writing coitments onto his table as he looks up to nod.
Are you
I
serious?
see.
I just want to know who's
So-
kissing my back and making it better.
I will gladly kiss your back and make you feel better, Tati. Come here.
I was just
sit
wondering
right
if that was
here.
more the artist side or the business side.
This is customer service. We do aftercare in Takui's tattoos. Come here. Lay down here, and she takes you to what looks like a very fancy doctor's bed, examination table, but it's black leather with chrome trim everywhere. And yes, there are straps, but she does not use them on you. She lays you down. Now, I teach you aftercare of tattoos. And she's going to be like, do you want the real feel or the numbing agents, Tati?
No numbing agents, please.
Okay. This is about to get very real. You'll remember this tattoo for many years. And she reaches over to one of the shelves of products that she's got. They're all in little clay jars. And she pulls one of the jars off and opens it. And you guys can smell the alcohol instantly. As this is a very powerful astringent. And the bottom of the lid has a little puffball of cotton attached to a little wooden stick. Okay, Tati. You will remember this tattoo forever. Yes? Yes.
Yes.
Here. And she hands you a piece of wood wrapped in leather and puts it right
Delicious.
next to your mouth.
Boy.
It is like
Yeah, I accept. I
Okay.
don't want to bite my tongue.
it's like what Toddy dreams about.
And if anyone wants to skip out right now, now's the time. She takes the alcohol
We know
swab
what's coming.
and she very slowly and methodically follows the outline of the tattoo, and you can feel that alcoholic sting of pain and burning as the individual nerves are cauterized chemically into being absolutely non-bleeding anymore. It stings. It's going to cause your eyes to water. Your toes are going to curl. involuntarily. Your muscles are going to spasm in the amount of pain that you're going to be in during this. She is absolutely making sure that you will not get infected by this tattoo. And she will go over the whole damn whole back tattoo, which is a 10 out of 10 size.
This is a
As she's doing
form of
so, the
meditation
salt
for
water,
Tati.
the salt water that had been on your clothes and against your skin infuses the alcohol so it burns even
Ooh.
more. With
So how
that,
long does
you
that
can
take?
the worst part is about to get here. You smell the scent of lemons in this specific concoction.
No.
Someone knew what they were doing.
Yeah. So she goes and is going to spread this astringent across your fresh tattoo to make sure it does not get infected. It's going to take about 10 minutes to do so because it's such a massive tattoo, and she wants to make sure she does a good job. Your back begins to get chills from the alcohol, and you will feel the back muscles up just below your shoulder blades begin contracting and spasming a little bit, and it causes a little bit more reality, as Takui would say.
A little bit.
Yeah.
After
Tears,
a moment,
snot, just
Yep.
everything.
After a moment, she will pat the back of your head. We are done with that real part. We are going to make you feel much better now. Good job, Tati. And she reaches over and grabs another clay pot. This one she pops open. This one does not have a swab underneath it, and she reaches inside and pulls out what looks like almond butter, but you guys can smell the scent of caramel and vanilla and cinnamon in there. And she puts this on her
Dessert on my
hands,
back?
and she's going to put this on your back. And all of a sudden, you feel the warmth spread through your shoulders and across your back. The pain doesn't go away, but you will feel that you are being rejuvenated by this ointment that she's putting across you. It is a balm in order to seal the wound from the current state and help it cure.
I need to get a couple pots of this for the next time we go up.
Oh yes, you would like a couple pots? I do sell them if you would like.
Are you
Yes.
taking notes on this coin? Because you're gonna need to do this next time we make a big tattoo.
He does a little gesture to his head, like, I'm always taking notes.
That's such a coin move.
Well, if you would like, I do sell the ointment. It is not cheap. It is not cheap at all, but it is available. I sell them in alabaster jars, and she will show
Totally
you the
worth
jar.
it.
It looks like that.
You also sell the recipe for that.
I do not sell the recipe for that. No, this is personal recipe. I make sure that it is very nice. I learned it from an old man. He's dead now.
Fair play.
And
Yeah,
you
I
roll
totally
an
want to
insight
buy
check.
a couple pots.
Coin, roll an insight check. Is she says he's dead now. She very likely killed him.
Coin will not instigate further. He's going,
Okay.
We love Takui.
I want to buy enough to outfit Ruzin's kit.
Ruzin, you have inks to refresh. How many inks would you like for your kit? Tati, you can put your shirt closed now. Yes. No need to give show to all the ruffians out
Well, I
there.
just want to replenish the cave, right? Go back to the amount I had when I started.
Okay, so
Yeah, and then
8
add
gold
some of
pieces.
these ointments.
Ruzid hands over 8 gold pieces.
All right.
And I assume the
Okay.
kit is a refresh now.
Each of these jars is 250 gold.
Damn.
Sorry, No, each use is. So, how many doses of the ointment would you like?
Let's do a nice 20 of each.
20 doses of this. All right.
And unless Ruzid speaks up, I'm not getting any of that numbing crap.
All right.
Wait, didn't they say
Alright.
250 gold pieces per dose?
Yes.
Th-
So
I don't think
it's
we
going
can
to be
afford
5,000
that.
gold.
Can we-
Tati, 5,000 gold pieces for the 20 doses.
Let me see if I have that much.
Toddy spends it all on the doses. I like these priorities.
Hey, this is this is important.
Well, I think it's obvious to Ruzid how important this is to Toddy at this point after watching that.
So bad with platinum.
How much money do you have, Tati?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Not 5,000.
Okay.
I can. That's right. I did give a lot of it to the church.
Yep.
How it goes.
I have 1,000. I can do 1,000 gold
All right.
coins worth of.
I give you
Ointments.
one full jar because you are a walking advertisement for Takui's skill. Very well. There you go. 5 doses, 1 for free. There you go. So go ahead and add a full jar of Kiyotom's ointment to your character sheet.
I'm sticking it right in Ruzid's pack. It goes
Right.
with the rest of the
Ruzid.
tattoo stuff.
Ruzid, add 1 jar of Kiyotom's ointment to your character sheet.
Okay. Cool. Come on.
Okay. Now, what else can Takui do for you?
I think that was all of them, right? Okay. Well, you said you were gonna teach me stuff about those magic sort of things, right?
Yes.
Well,
Are you ready to learn?
I'm ready. Are you?
Okay. She smiles. I am very ready. This will take us some time. Why don't you all go and get dinner? Ruzid will be conscious later.
All I need, really.
Yeah.
Gives you a thumbs up.
Good luck, buddy.
Hope y'all have a
Uh-huh.
fun evening.
Ruzid,
I
you
sure
want
will.
someone to stick around? Happy to keep you company if you,
No,
you
I'm
want
good.
looking for one more. Okay.
I think this is probably best to be a private matter.
You need
As
like
you wish.
a hand to hold or a plank of wood to like bite down on, that kind of deal.
Coin, you've seen me almost get cut in half by like those creatures under that that big ship. Remember?
Point. Honestly, good point.
I think I can handle this.
Seen you sleep through a lot. I think you could handle this.
It's okay, Coin. I has many items for him to bite on.
There you
She
do.
smiles. Okay. All of you out. And she will usher you guys out. Coin, you feel her hand in the middle of your back as she pushes you out.
I would not.
All right. Very well. Have a wonderful day. Takui's Tattoo's closed for the day. Have a nice day. Thank you. Goodbye. Click.
When did you say he'll be? The door's closed. She closed the door.
This is the best.
All right. So the rest of you guys are going to be gone for a little bit, but we're going to focus on Ruzid for a moment. Ruzid, you're going to be taken back from the front area of Takui's tattoo shop, and you're going to be taken through a beaded curtain to the back of the shop, where it is more leather and metal and a lot more on the darker iconology of the tattoo world. There are many skulls, bones, effigies and voodoo picturesque things all over the place here.
You really decorated the place. Reminds me of my mother.
She says nothing. She points to a small wooden chair in the center of the room.
And Ruzid walks up to the chair and sits down.
Okay. So, Ruzi, you wish to learn the magical arts of the tattoos, yes?
Yes.
Do you have magical talents as now? Do not lie.
I do. Ruzid,
What magical talents do you have? And she takes a notebook and gets ready to write them down.
How about let's do a test. Try and hit me.
She looks at you. Why?
Well, it has to do with my magical talents, right? The best way to know is at the demonstration.
Fine. And she backhands you in the face.
Ruzid casts shield.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I mean, it may well hit, but at least Ruzid tried.
Takui's character sheet. 1d20 plus 9. All right, the 26 to hit you.
The shield deflects it.
Okay.
You see, there's a green barrier as Ruzid raises up one of their claws to block the attack.
Ooh, interesting. No. And the slap goes through, and she counterspells it.
What was that?
That was me slapping you, like you asked.
No, the magic failing. I've never had that happen to me before. What was that?
It's okay. It's okay. It's learning experience. And
Out of character, Ruzid's never been counterspelled.
right. So you take 23 points of damage.
Ruzid grunts in pain, but isn't outwardly super they're not
Yeah.
they're just kind of trying to look strong.
Very good, very good. No major reactions. Good. How do you feel?
Well, a little pained, but now
It's
I'm
okay. A
interested.
kiss make better. And she leans down and doesn't kiss you, but taps the side of your face with her fingers where she just slapped you with the back of her hand. She casts Lay on Hands on you for 23 damage.
Oh.
You are healed. She smiles, and you get a very cold feeling across your spine right now. As she has just slapped you and then healed you, and you get the distinct impression she's used to doing this. What other magical talents do you have, Ruzid? Don't lie.
Other magical talents. Well, I have this. But you might need some space.
I will be fine.
And then Ruzid's going to close their eyes and transform in front of them.
Okay. You feel yourself transform. The chair beneath you gets exceedingly small. However, the room around you does not change size relative to you. Size transformation. Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. What else? And she writes that down. You are now large. Takui appears to be the same size as she was. But you have definitely grown compared to your own equipment, etc.
Ruzid, I guess.
Well,
Realize you're in a highly magical space.
Yeah.
I have some other tricks.
Okay. Tell me.
Well,
Magical talents. That's all I need.
Ruzid kind of tries to glare at them and is using their aspect of majesty, as they're kind of having this sort of dazing glare.
She looks at you intently. What's the wisdom saving throw on this?
15.
All right.
I assume that they can pass this.
Well, we'll find out. 1d20 plus 10. All right, so
Yeah.
very nice. I like the thing with the eyes. That's very intense. Okay. Anything else? Cruising. Yes?
Well, Ruzi kind of looks around the room if there's anything, like, if there's like a target dummy or like something that could be reasonably hit.
The chair you're sitting in, or Takui. Everything else looks to be somewhat important.
Try hitting me one
Takui
more
has
time.
slapped you and healed you, and she looks like she is completely fine.
Ruzi said, try hitting me one more time. I have another trick.
Are you certain? Because it hurts if I hit too hard.
I can take the hit.
Oh, very well, very well. And she's going to slap you.
This time, Ruz is going to use the. They're going to use the aspect of the sky to redirect the attack to the chair.
Okay. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Very nice. Bending of reality. Very cool. Very nice. Anything else I should know?
Unless you're interested in cantrips, no.
Which cantrips do you know? Simply list them.
Poison spray, prestidigitation, minor illusion, lightning lure.
Is that all the magic?
I know a few other tricks. I know how to absorb the elements. I know
Okay.
silvery barbs.
Okay. Nice, 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 nice. The barbs are so much fun. Yes? Have you experienced the barbs?
Well, I haven't had someone do it to me, but I've done it to other people.
Oh, okay.
Usually when they're trying to kill my friends.
Fine. Understood. You are protective of your friends. Except for in tattooed care and customer service. So, very well. We teach. Okay, here we go. The way you learn magic, the way you learned your magic before, how you learned spells. And she puts the notebook away. Very similar thing. When you focus on tattooing, you must infuse your own essence into the tattoos. You can do any tattoo you know, but only of spells you can cast. So, what we will do is we will take a bit of blood from you, place inside a small vial here. We will place the vial inside the tattoo needles, and then it will be infused with your essence, and you can then use this needle in order to create tattoos. Understood? Very simple.
Well, does it run out? I mean, it's my blood, right? Do I need to refill it?
She smiles. Of course it runs out. It's only good for one use. You must refill with blood.
I see.
But we make this easy. Here, give me your wrist.
Ruzid puts out the wrist.
She holds it up to her mouth. Once this is done, we do not go back, no?
Well, I made it this far. I'm not backing down. It'd be unlikely.
She bites down on your wrist.
Ah!
Okay. You feel her two sharpened fangs go right into your vein. A cold rush goes up your arm into your heart. You feel the magical surge of energy rush through you. And she will withdraw and drip the blood from your wrist into the little vial next to the needle. She screws the little metal cap on and goes, now this wound, you remember this. Don't let it permanently heal. Once you permanently heals, you have to come back to me. Understood? So don't let it happen. So, okay. Just, scratch the scabs away once a day. Take 1 point of damage you pay. Okay. Okay, so now you have needle for tattooing. You can do tattoos. Remember, you must use components and enchantment stuff equal to half of the cost of the spell in order to craft tattoos.
Can I buy some stuff from you now?
Of course. Yes. But remember, half the cost of the spell cost will take in order to make. That is going to be in inks and other enchantment supplies that you can get here or at most of my associates' shops. I have people in Ryport, and then Point. I have a couple people overseas as well. You may meet them at some point in time. Look for the blue shops. The blue shops are usually good places. But absolutely make yourself comfortable. Remember, half the cost and only of spells that you know how to cast. Anything else would be more difficult. And don't let the wound close, or you're going to have to come back and visit me specifically. Because we're partners now, Lucid.
Well, I suppose it was always a mentorship sort of relationship.
She smiles. Of course.
So I guess this is what they had to go through to do this for the tribe. Huh. Quite a long journey, huh?
Oh, yes. And the journey has only begun, Ruzid. Someday, with the powers that you can learn from me, you'll be able to do any tattoo you wish. Right now, the only tattoos you can do are temporary tattoos. They only last one use, but it's okay. You learn sometime later.
Exciting.
Okay, Ruzid. Now, do you wish for any tattoo?
Do I wish for a tattoo? Well, of course, but I don't know what I really want right now.
Okay.
I was more interested in helping my friends more than anything else.
That's very commendable, Ruzid. That's very good, Cobalt of you. Now, if you wouldn't mind shrinking back down, it'd make life a lot easier on the rest of the room.
Ruzid ends the transformation.
All right. You feel the wooden chair grow underneath you as you had giant smite the entire time. All right.
Well, normally I don't give my clients. I don't like being the one to decide what tattoo I put on people. But I think you should decide. Why don't you give me a tattoo that you think would be good, since you asked me?
He smiles. You have my tattoo. And she pats your wrist. My tattoo will not go away. Not as long as you wish to continue doing the tattoos.
Well,
and
yes.
not for the rest of your life after that. For my scars are more permanent than any ink. Have a good day, Ruzid. I will see you out. And Takui, in her little fluffiness, will walk through the beaded curtain.
Before
and
you
are
go,
expected to. Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to buy stuff. Remember, for ingredients. He said, I need stuff to make the tattoos.
She smiles. Of course. How much would you like?
So for this, could I be buying like generic? Like I spend gold and establish worth of supplies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was gonna spend literally everything he has on supplies.
All right.
He's gonna drop. Right. He's gonna take his coin purse and dump it out, and
how much do you have?
1,002 gold.
All right. She will give you the 2 gold back because you're gonna need to buy a corn on the cob for coin.
Of course.